second here. Let me clear everything out here. All right, hopefully you guys can hear me now. Give me 1 second. Let me share this, get this all together. Y'all know how I go. I'm a one-man band over here, so you gotta do it yourself sometimes. You feel me? Like it just be like that. Anyway, man, shout out to everybody, man. Um, I can't even explain to y'all how good it felt to be around my brothers that I worked with for so many years at Bad Boy Entertainment, and it wasn't to one of our captains, I like to say. You know what I'm saying? He made it apparent. He was like, "Yo, we've been doing this for 20 plus years, B." I said, "Wow, you know what? That's crazy. That's crazy." 20. All right, I'm back, y'all. You know I have to do all. All right, I'm back, y'all. You know I have to do all everything myself, so y'all got to give me a second, all right? Like it's hard out here. What's going on, Lady Sparkle? It's hard out here having to do all this by yourself. You know what I mean? It is what it is, though, man. You know we gotta. All right, here we go, y'all. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, man. I gotta get it together. I don't even know how much longer, to be honest with you, Sparkle. I'm gonna be here on YouTube. Like YouTube, and I gotta explain that. I'm gonna say to you too as a vlogger, because I know you do your thing over there. And you've been trying to get your numbers up. Um, YouTube has changed. I'm gonna talk about it briefly here, whatever, whatever. And that's why I put and more, because I want to keep that conversation going. Because I think a lot of people that's bloggers need to know about that. They need to know that the algorithms change. It's not there to benefit us anymore. It's really to benefit YouTube, and YouTube getting financial dollars from advertisers. You know what I mean? That's the real staple right now, and it's unfortunate because a lot of people on here that vlog, we depend on our donations and stuff like that to to survive, really. I'm gonna get into the subject and everything, but I'm just answering what somebody that wrote in there because they mess with me. Um, it's sad, but this is the new reality here on YouTube. And so when we get a lot of people that's out here and they're picking sides and telling people don't donate to certain people, don't support certain people because they might have had this objective or that objective, purely simply with the Diddy trial, you know what I mean? And I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand. I'm very different than this some regular blogger that was, hey, I want to jump on this story because it's going to give me some views. You know what I mean? We actually worked for Puff. We actually were there a lot of these years. So for me, what's going on, Josh? For me, it's like, I don't know, it's like common sense. It says, of course he would be over there. But a lot of people have been darkened. A lot of my brothers that I worked with, they didn't want no part of it. I don't blame them. A lot of them got families. A lot of them got wifeys. A lot of them, they were just scared. They didn't know what was going on. Just like myself, I didn't know what was going on with this whole Diddy thing and cashing and all that or whatever. And I've explained this multiple times to people. But the new resonance that we have now, because Puff didn't get convicted at their point of where, you know what I'm saying, they wanted it to be, it's now a problem with a lot of people. And a lot of women, particularly, and some men that join these women are very upset about it. And so these are the measures that they've taken. They've taken to telling people don't donate to certain people. I saw a certain blogger that was kind of neutral during the whole trial. You know what I mean? And they told people don't mess with him. And I watched him the other night, and he basically said the same thing I said. I said it's a combination of the algorithm changing, which I showed people. I think it was last month now. 2 weeks into the month, they always give you a report on YouTube Studio. So I was able to go in there, and I looked, and I could see who was following me, how many people showed up in my posts or whatever. But the more important thing I got out of the analytics was and I tell people, don't go to the app, go to the online. So just enter in on Google YouTube Studio, and you will get a different version of YouTube Studio. It's a lot more detailed. So I went in there and I looked, and it was 58.7% of the people that were listening to me found me or whatever. They found me through suggestions through YouTube. And then the rest of them were 3.8. They were returning, you know what I mean? So yeah, everyone was okay when their tummies were full. Vultures, free that Diddy. Yeah, factory. I mean, yeah, that's a thing too. You know what I mean? A lot of people, let me tell you from my perspective, and I say from my perspective. If you don't know me, my name is Davin Lewis. I worked at Bad Boy Entertainment for over 17 years. No, I'm not rich. I'm not rich at all. That's another one they run around too, because of the location where I live at. Everybody's got this thing going on. I'm rich and I'm a multi-millionaire. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'll tell you who I am because I don't hide from who I am. I'm a guy that worked at Bad Boy Entertainment for over 17 years. I'm also a guy that also lived very well by the shoreline and the beach. Shout out to NL. And I've lived in condos and stuff like that damn near my whole entire life. You know what I mean? Right now, which is a nice place where I live at now, this is like the least I've ever lived in. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Um, Fast forward from all that, I ended up in a situation after I dated my ex that I was with for like 8 years. Great woman. I ain't gonna never talk bad about her on here. She's a black woman. I ain't gonna talk bad about her out here. She's born and raised Muslim. I ain't gonna talk bad about her on here. Well, all ears broke, educate, man. I'm trying my best to. But I need y'all to contribute too. I got some things to do today. If y'all contribute, make sure y'all do. I'll give y'all a show later on in New York. You know what I'm saying? But I can't be with y'all for too much longer today because this, unfortunately, the way YouTube is shaped up now and a lot of things is going on behind the scenes. Some of it is funneled by women. Some of it is funneled by men. But they, on top of the algorithm being changed, we got a lot of men and women out here that's telling people don't donate to people and don't support certain people because they like Diddy. And, you know, all this silly, rather high schoolish behavior that's been going on, which is particularly, in my opinion, being formulated by a lot of women. You know what I mean? And so it's sad. It's sad. It's sad. It's affected me. It's affected a lot of people. So not only do we have to go up against people that look just like us. Hey, what's up, Daniel? We got to also go up against people that don't look like us. Then we got to go on top of people that are trying to badger us because of how you feel. You understand what I'm saying? What's going on, you Syracuse? Yo, homie, don't be putting your what's the name in here? I don't play that. Nah, then you be like, yo, so and so. Don't put your address in here. Anyway, long story short, that's what's going on with that aspect of things. If you were someone who was at the Diddy trial and you wasn't someone that was sitting with the masses and talking about he going to jail, he's over for him now. If you wasn't one of those guys, they don't want to be bothered with you. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to tell people to leave you alone because a lot of these people, they're really mad that this man didn't get convicted to the way that and the potential that they thought he was. There's a lot of people out there that were screaming whatever they were screaming, and now they can't scream that no more because they wrong. So now they're trying to run it back. Well, I know I was wrong. Well, what about the kids we were talking about before the trial started? Or what about the other women? Or what about the Diddy parties? Those weren't the Diddy parties. Those was just, that was something else. It was Diddy parties. And what about Allie Carter and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? I hate to even ask you, but my niece is 12 and missing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, sweetheart. I'm sorry to hear that. You know what I mean? Put up with details or whatever. I don't know what state you live in or whatever, but we'll let them know. I hate that. I hate to hear that, man. 12 years old and missing, that's scary. That's scary business. And I wish you the best with that. I really do. I hope they find her and I hope she's safe. I really do. Continuing on what I was saying, though, you got a lot of people out here that are really upset that this black man didn't go to jail. And the majority of the people that are upset and showing it visually and actively is black people. And I don't know what it is, because, I mean, when you really talk about it, you talk about it in detail. The highlight of the case that everybody was talking about was Cassie. And I'm going to read you something about Cassie in a minute. That's why I'm doing this little epilogue before I get up to that. But the highlight was Cassie, you know. And Cassie is now, you know, we don't never talk about how Cassie got with Alex Fine, do we? We don't ever talk about, do we evaluate that as well as we evaluate Puff? Let me tell you what I mean by that. Cassie's got a chain with her that some women would consider behavior. Is there any way you could get a poster out, please? I totally get it if not. And yeah, except for my what's the name? I mean, if you want to send me a picture of or something like that, yeah, I mean, like, we can put it up there, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and see what people, if anybody's seen her or nothing like that. I'm sorry to hear that, you know what I mean? I'm not from Africa, homie. That's cute. Yeah, you see what I mean? Here's an example of this right here. where you see some guy named Rory Tater, who I don't know, talking about deport back to Africa, deport, deport, deport. I'm not from Africa. You see what I mean? So this is the type of people we get in here, and as a result, these are the type of people that are now so much now coming up into your things. Danielle, you ain't got to thank me. You cool. Well, in Canada, all of us ethnic people of colors are upset for you as well. I don't know what that means. You're gonna have to explain that to me. I don't know what that means. You know what I mean? But cool. And you don't have any picture, and your name is 1298 Katie. So 1298 Katie, let me know what you're talking about, or you know what I mean? I'm gonna take it as aggression. Anyway, long story short here, we got a lot of vloggers and people that seriously don't understand the music business, don't understand the educational system, obviously, don't understand the judicial system, as many of them pretended they did by thinking they could read. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. And even when I was reading the stuff that I was reading, I was like content. And I was like, let me go check this out. Let me go check this out. And I think it influenced others to do the same. We say, according to your personal experience and present view, is there a business agenda to destroy black billionaires in the U.S., or the whole thing is just as they say? I think there is, but I think it's being influenced and it's being pushed, and this is going to shock you, by people within your own culture. I think there is, when you get people and they're in dire straits, and when you get people in dire straits and they won't admit it, that's the most dangerous place you could be in with people. Let me tell you what I mean by that. There are some people that are here online that literally live and breathe off gossiping. They live and breathe off of, how can I say it, smashing their own people on a day-to-day basis online. Many of y'all see them every day and don't want to say anything about it. I do. And as a factor of that, it's made me a target, because if you're a simple fact, a lot of people will look at it and view it as I'm interrupting their money. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, they won't hesitate to interrupt your money. And so myself and several other bloggers, I can tell you 3 of them. One of them I talked to in person. That was the first time I told him that straight up off the bat. I was like, yo, now I see what these people are doing. And he was saying the same thing months ago. So shout out to that blogger. You know what I'm saying? But I will tell you this much. After next month, this is going to be done. Whatever he gets sentenced to, gets freed or whatever, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be over next month. And you still going to have those same people that are upset with Diddy no matter what happens, or they're going to have some fluctuation or whatever the case may be, right? Let's get that out the way. Are they having that same effective reasoning when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein? No, they're not. You know how I know? Because yesterday I put up a picture of Puff, and somebody came in here, just like you see right now in the background. And somebody came in here, 2 people came in here, and this happens regularly. Why you got Diddy on the screen? Why you got Diddy on the screen? Because we're talking about Puff and talking about other things. And I used to work for the company, and I was with my bad boy brothers this past Thursday at an industry event. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Designer. He performed. Y'all can go see the video on my page here or whatever, even though I sat online for 3 hours before I went to the event. Niggas was like, you lying. You ain't going nowhere. I said, huh, nigga? You must not know who I am. You know what I mean? So you get these people that are so bent upon one thing and one thing only, and that's making themselves look right so they can look legitimate to their crowd. It's a very good scheme. It's a very good way of doing things for that type of crowd. If your type of crowd is like easily influenced, easily convinced, easily manipulated and construed, things like that. You know what I mean? So I really don't worry about that too much. I feel like if people of color, both black and Latino, because I'm black and Latino, if they look at that as a factor of why they wouldn't financially support someone, and that's been the case with me, because I say this and I'll say it again. I was down there at the bail hearings, all of them. I was there doing trial selection, all of them. I was there except for 2 weeks for all the trial. Well, most of these people, they showed up a week and a half, never been to New York before in their life, from Texas, from California, from everywhere. And they showed up at that courthouse, and they were loud to be the leading voices in what was going on with Puff. And none of these people had ever been in the music industry a day in their life. These were people that were vlogging in their kitchens. And I say this all the time. So I saw from right then and there And I'll give you a perfect example. My second live that I did from the courthouse, it was only me and maybe like 5 other bloggers that I saw. I know 3 of them. We're still in contact with each other. And they're saying the exact same thing I'm saying. I didn't come back down there because there was so many people out there. You know what I'm saying? That hadn't been out there before. You know what I mean? So here we go again. Give me 1 second, guys. Robert, Mr. Gasky, or whatever your name is, the reason you can't understand what I'm talking about is because you've never been in the music industry before. The second reason you can't understand what I'm talking about is because the pure simple fact you wasn't at the Diddy trial. The third reason you can't understand what I'm saying is because I'm not talking like a slave up in here, and you got to hear that, ooh, child, it's a mess. That's what he's more attuned to. So, sir, we're gonna get you, and let's make fun of you real quick, since you came in here and want to make fun of me. Channel activity. You've been here for 2 years with no subscribers. That means you're a professional troll account with no picture whatsoever. Anyway, when you get these people that have a narrative and they want to sell their narrative in order to see some type of money back, they're going to do whatever they have to do. Now, a lot of y'all would think of it as being like wholehearted or whatever, but one thing I'm just telling you is, and I'm hearing other vloggers say it now too, maybe I'm just different because I caught up on it first. Watch who you're interacting with, for one, online, especially on this app. A lot of these people here are tricky as fuck. A lot of these people don't care about the subject they're talking about. A lot of these people, they draw themselves and get involved in subjects, not because they care, but because they want their numbers to go up. They want people to pay attention to them. They want to be looked at as an icon within the conversation. You understand what I'm saying? We must have the haters here again, because we got over 120 people in here and only 11 likes. Isn't that crazy? That's how far they go. I have people that actually follow me that don't like me, and what they'll do is they'll share me to their crowd, like, "Ooh, he live again, y'all. Here you go. Do the same thing you did yesterday. Don't like none of his posts." You know, it's very high schoolish the way a lot of these women and these men are acting on here. They acting, you could tell they ain't never been involved in nothing. That's why they acting the way they acting. So they'll tell you, don't donate to this person, don't support this person, as I seen somebody else talking about this subject, and that's why I'm bringing it up. They'll follow you on your page, subscribe to your page, share you to their friends so they can laugh and giggle or whatever the case may be. Let them. What you're showing the world is, and sooner or later it'll be brought up, trust me, it's only a matter of time. What you're showing the world is how childish, how immature you are. Some of these women and some of these men that are involved in this shit are 40 or 50 fucking years old. You understand what I'm saying? Online, telling lies about people, online, trying to give out people's locations and shit like that. I already told you what it is with me. As soon as I find out who did it, I'm coming to see her. I don't give a fuck about who you told. I'm going to see you. It ain't a goddamn thing you could do about it. You understand what I'm saying? Trust me on that one. So a lot of people, they online, they playing games with people and, you know, interviewing people's children, interviewing people's nieces and shit like that. And that doesn't say too much for the nieces and nephews or whoever that's doing it. But one thing I do know is you got a lot of cowards when it comes to this Diddy shit. And a lot of these cowards, they wouldn't be saying anything. You know what I'm saying? This guy said 30K. See, that's what I told you. They're strategic. This guy said 30K subs is enough AdSense to make a living, I heard. Now, he doesn't really mean that as empathy or showing me sympathy or anything like that. He wrote that comment for the pure simple fact he wants to deter you. You understand what I'm saying? I try to tell you, that's how they work. These are, what you have now is you moved into a new plateau where you have African Americans and Latinos trying to financially sabotage people. You understand what I'm saying? Sir, first of all, let me explain something to you. Number one, if you don't have AdSense, which I want to go look at your shit because you're looking at numbers. That's all you do is look at numbers. You've been here for 12 years with 6 subscribers. That goes to show why you said what you said. So let me evaluate you since you haven't learned anything in your 12 years of being here. And there's no reason for a man that's been here for 12 years to have a ghost account with no picture in it. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm going to explain why you just wrote what you wrote. So he wrote 30K subscribers is enough on AdSense to make a living. And I concur to you, sir. No, it's fucking not. I would even say 100,000 subscribers based on how the algorithm has circumnavigated is not enough. And I'll show you that for your viewing pleasure in 5 seconds, just like I did last month. Matter of fact, let me pull that up right now. Last month I showed people within 2 weeks of what I had made. Yeah, pretty much. Last month I showed people here on this channel what I had made off of 477,000 views. People are misconstrued and they believe that because you're tied in with AdSense has to pay everybody. And that AdSense revenue is based off a lot of different factors. CPM, RPM is one of them. The second one is if the person actually purchased something after clicking the link. That makes a lot of sense too. They'll put you more in the algorithm if somebody purchased something. The second thing is if your ads are providing clicks. See, you're thinking that it's for you. No, YouTube don't give a shit about you. YouTube don't care about you. They don't care about none of us. And that's only, they care about Mr. Beast. They care about Marcus Brownie. They don't care about any person on here who has under 300,000 subscribers. And if you think anything different, you're a fool. And that's why they do that. So I'm going to break it down to show you what happens here and why we're not making any money. One, the algorithm has changed. The reason the algorithm changed is because of the very simple fact of what I'm explaining to you. The advertising revenue wasn't being worth it to advertisers. Therefore, advertisers were pulling back on advertising with YouTube. So what do they have to do? Well, the new president that's been up there that took over from a lady, which that lady, when she was here up until 2022, 2023, that was running YouTube for all this time. You understand what I'm saying? That woman had the algorithm in a way where people were complaining, but it was better than it is now. It's better than it is now. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. I just got to go over here. So this is, let me just turn this off for a second so y'all know what I'm talking about. This is what YouTube Studio looks like when you go on the web versus you going and using the app. I refer and I tell people all the time, don't use the app because the app is only an exit to give you quick information. You understand what I'm saying? Quick information. Now, where's my accountable masculinity university, huh? You followed me in the past 90 days. That's cute. There'll be a whole bunch of men in here that follow you. They won't donate a dime to you. I'm trying to tell you, I prefer female subscribers, even though I be talking shit sometimes. I prefer female subscribers because the dudes, they're only going to donate to you if you're talking like some blue pill, red pill shit, and sitting on here all day blasting women. They love that shit. Nigga, go to your mama and get a hug. That's what you need to do. All right, hold on 1 second. I think it's right here. It'd be a whole bunch of motherfuckers. Now see, it'll say updating live. Now see how it does that right there? That means it's updating your analytics. So right here, I could tell what I published, how many views it got, how many likes it got, and everything like that, or whatever right here. Y'all gonna have to excuse me. I try to get to my 30K subscribers to try to make $279 with no avail because most of these men, they'd rather donate to women because they want to have sex with them. That's why I keep trying to tell you, a lot of these men, they be sitting around y'all talking about, yeah, sister, you tell them, sister, and that did it wrong. These men, they want to do the same thing that they claiming Diddy. That's a hilarious part. Don't y'all trust these motherfuckers. So right here, because guys know other guys. You understand what I'm saying? Guys know other guys. And I know how guys do. So here it is right here. So I'm going to blow this up as much as I can for you. So far this month, I've got 467,000 views that are verified. It's really 500 and something because it says it on the other portion. But right here, as you can see, 467,000 views, right? And you see how much I've made? $32. Yeah, man, we're definitely setting the world on fire over here. And this is all updated. You see the date on it. So it's not like it's a weird date or something like that here. You can see the date for yourself right there. See it? You can see the time span it is, so nobody's lying to you. You understand? Because that's the other thing they're trying to say too. He's lying to us. You know what I'm saying? And you see right there, 467,000. So that's the count right there, and you see the date on it. So nobody's lying to you. They don't pay a lot of money, and what happens is a lot of people, they don't understand this, and they under the fallacy, like that young man Devon or Devin or whatever your name is. He came in here and said, now Devon, trust me when I tell you this, he's never going to donate a dime over here. You understand? And never will. So Devon, you take care, because you've been over here for about 2 weeks spying and giving comments and shit like that, and then donated a goddamn dime. You want to learn some shit, go learn some shit from somebody else. Now, excuse me, back to what we were talking about. How long have you had this niche? Why not try a new niche? Let me see something real quick. You've been here for 9 years and you got 2 subscribers. Why should I listen to you? Why should I listen to someone that has been here for 9 years and got 2 subscribers and basically a spectator? See, that's the problem I have right there. You know what I mean? Now, you're not helping me, sweetheart. You don't know how this runs. You couldn't help me. You want to help, try hitting the cash app. That's how you could help. Black people, and I don't know what it is about them, especially the women, they want to offer help financially to women. If I was a woman, I was saying the same shit. They would be like, sister, let me help you, sister. Here go $100. I know times is hard, sister. Sister. I got you, sister. You understand? That's how they would run that. But or they would have these grieving councils or whatever. These women do not care about their men the same way they care about the women. You understand what I'm saying? And even though I'm half Cuban, make no mistake about it, I'm still black. You understand what I'm saying? So the problem is, a lot of these women, they don't have any empathy for you. And I'm going to talk about this when I talk about my relationship part, because we need to talk about that. But I'll carry that what's the name up in a little bit here. My point is this. They're going to tell, and you got to be ready for this. They're going to tell, and a lot of them have been, not all black women, but many of them, they're going to tell more and more for women not to donate to their own men, right? But they'll go and they'll party, they'll side, they'll sit with, they'll giggle, they'll laugh with white folks all day long. You understand what I'm saying? It won't tell them any of that stuff. They only have what they have to say directed towards you. Why is that? Because they feel that's their segue to fit in society and be accepted more. You will be surprised how many women are out here that just want to be accepted. And they also want you to accept the fact, like I see with a lot of black culture, that when it comes to the men, they want you to sit there and be like, basically, and I was talking about this yesterday too, they basically want you to take their words as a coddling mechanism, meaning like they don't like you. If you don't believe me, there's over 160 people in here right now. Do you notice there's nothing but 19 likes? You understand what I'm saying? There's some bitch in the chat room named Tor that just keeps writing silly shit. These people are not stand-up people, bro. You understand what I'm saying? They hate each other, most of them. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to see each other succeed as much as they'll sit there and tell you. I'll use women, for example. The women, they pretend like they got this great sisterhood going on, but in reality, most black women don't like other black women. And other black women know that. Most black women don't. What's the main thing they'll tell you? I don't hang with bitches. I've heard that same phrase no less than 25 years of my life. I don't hang with bitches. I don't trust bitches. None of you fellas in here have ever heard that? I have. None of y'all got female cousins that have said that? I have. You understand what I'm saying? So what the women have been able to do with some of these women, they've been able to convince these people that they're living in the same fallacy, to come join them and live in the same fallacy world that they live in. You know what I'm saying? Where they're the it girl, where everybody's checking for them, where everybody wants to date them, where everybody wants to marry them, everybody wants to needs them. This is a fallacy world that these bitches are mostly made up by themselves from watching TV all their entire fucking lives. These girls are basically programmed to be nothing but anti-black male, if you don't understand what I mean. So it makes no surprise to me when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? But, yep, thank you. And you can, listen, just sign up for the Cash App. You sign up for the Cash App, you're going to get $5 back anyway. I appreciate that $5 donation. I got to head out somewhere today. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, you won't even get people to help you that much. That's the first donation I done got in, 5 days? It's crazy, right? But I'll get troll after troll after troll after troll. Imagine sitting in your chat room listening to trolls all day. You're not making a goddamn dollar. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I ain't with all that. I'm dirty. Is that so? I've never heard nobody say that to me before in my life. Streamer Universe says, stop judging people. Judging people. Does it sound like I'm judging people, or does it sound like I'm actually enlightening people? See, that's another thing you have a problem with too. A lot of people in black culture are heavily sensitive. They get this from their single mothers. Single mothers teach them to be adversaries to men that look just like them. Do you realize that? Like the person named Streamer Universe or whatever, he'll tell you, don't judge people. You've been here for 4 years and got 108 subscribers. But you telling me with almost 30K how to vlog. That's hard to tell you that they're mentally gone. How can somebody would been here for 4 years and got 108 subscribers tell I wasn't talking to before I was talking to the troll. Okay, I got you. I got you. I got you. I got you. All right, you got to make yourself known because I get trolls over here every day. They're not hitting the like button. They're not engaging in the conversation. So I don't know who's sued. If you listen to what I'm explaining to you, YouTube, all of us are getting pushed out. I would think more streamers would want to be involved in this conversation. And instead, you just get a whole bunch, and it's mostly goofy niggas that don't have no following, no streaming. Like it's amazing to me that they just perpetuate this thing of we must always argue all the time. I don't agree with the same position you agree with for Diddy. Well, I'm gonna get online and lie and start arguments and bash them. No, bitch, just get online and say what you're gonna say. If it stick, it stick. If it don't, it don't. It's the convincing that kills me. The convincing and all that stuff. Anyway, moving on. Let's not talk about that or whatever. Niggas gonna donate, they're gonna donate. Then don't, they don't. Don't worry about it. I have fully gotten out of the energy of asking the black community for anything. They help out con artists. They help out criminals. They help out loudmouth bitches. They help out simp ass, kiss ass men. That's the 4 criteria you have for the black community to donate a dime to you. I don't fit any of that criteria, so they don't donate to me. So anybody from any other culture that finds me interesting, please contribute. I appreciate it. Por la gente latino, tú sabes, ellos tienen un Cash App ahí, ellos tienen la Vimo, ellos tienen PayPal. Entonces, sabes, tú no tienes Cash App. Tú quieres Cash App 9, entonces, sabes, ellos tienen 5 pesos, pero un Cash App, entonces, sabes, por nada. Entonces, sabes, tú tienes el banco, entonces, sabes, débito, entonces, sabes, tú estás bueno. So, we're not going to trip on shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying? I know that these people don't like me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, knowing is a better part of the battle. You know what I mean? And I have my friends all the time. I ain't even going to hold y'all. They'll tell me all the time, they be like, yo, don't people come on there, they make fun of you when you speak Spanish and all that shit. I had another friend said, yo, why don't you just stop speaking Spanish on there? And then I was like, I don't care no more. I really don't care no more. If these people are hateful, you understand what I'm saying? They're hateful. They hate each other. They hate other races. They just hate. That's all they do. And whites, they're not too far behind. In fact, that's where they learned it from. So when you're dealing with a culture and a class of people like that are willing to make up lies, but specifically and intentionally on nobody but people that look like them, when you get people that will advocate in front of a courthouse all day long in front of white folks, yeah, lock that nickel up. Not me, though. I'm the good nickel. I'm different. when you see the behavior of these motherfuckers, it's sooner or later you just be like, you can have that. I'm good. This is your only thing. This ain't my only thing. You understand what I'm saying? So this is your only thing. This is all you got to hold on to. For some people, y'all don't realize YouTube is all they have. Before YouTube, nobody would pay attention to them. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning, if they didn't have this phone and they could turn on this camera and talk the shit that they talk, that they would never talk in front of the faces of half the people they're talking about, they would have nothing. They wouldn't even exist. Nobody would even care who they are. And that's the point that I'm at now. I'm like, with or without YouTube, I'm still Davin Lewis, formerly of Bad Boy Entertainment. With or without YouTube, I'm still getting invited out to shit like I'm going out to tonight. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to join me, donate to the Cash App. If not, I don't give a fuck. I'm still going. You know what I'm saying? So it's on y'all. And then sooner or later, y'all start looking stupid. I'll give you an example. The other day, I stayed live for 3 days. This was this past Thursday, right? I stayed live for 3 hours, literally 3 hours. And I told nigga, I said, yo, let me see if we can get up like $40, $50 or whatever, because I got costs to incur. You know, I got to get to the spot. I got to catch the train. Once I get to New York, shit costs. And not one motherfucker would donate. But when I went back to look at the replay after the event that I was asking them to donate for, oh, it was thousands of views. By the time I finished the live, there was 8,000 people in there. And I only did it for a few minutes. So that go to show you they're very, the black culture is very specific on who they like to help, and who they like to help specifically is the women. Because the women cry the loudest. The women are always complaining the loudest. The women are always keeping shit going on YouTube amongst the different fractions of the T sector and everything. If you always look at it, always be a woman, a black woman at the center of it. Not all, but 70% of them think this way and move this way. It is what it is. It's getting to the point now where you can't trust them. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm having to raise an eyebrow. The other day, y'all saw me put up a video, and I was at the grocery store. You understand what I'm saying? Yes, I have to go to the grocery store. I eat food like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But don't donate to that nigga. Only donate to the women. Even the niggas is saying that. The niggas is telling other niggas, don't donate to niggas. Donate to donate to the women. We got to help the sisters. I thought all these bitches was in corporate America and making millions of dollars and better than black men. Why we got to donate to them for? See what I'm saying? The shit gets confusing. So every 3 or 4 months, the diatribe of what Black America is for changes up again and again and again and again. And one thing I always see is always facilitated by chicks. So sooner or later, you start to get the notion, okay, this is a culture that's bent on women. And just like the Romans at one time, they went through that too. You know, they had Caligula and everything like that. They had orgies and everything else you could think of. It was the same thing. They had a period when they worshiped women. And what happened to the Romans? Well, they ceased to exist. So, yeah, good luck to y'all, man, worshiping women. That's what's up. Anyway, long story short, I'm not with that shit. I don't come from a culture like that. I don't come from people like that. I don't come from a background like that. And I'm not about to sit up here and kiss ass of women when these women are lying. They're telling you porky pies. These bitches are having drama and trauma happen every day. They're having 6-hour long lives, 8-hour long lives. I saw one bitch, she had an 11-hour live talking about another bitch. I said, and people were throwing her money left and right. She wasn't talking about nothing significant. These chicks will get on podcasts and say, my nigga this, these niggas this nigga that, this nigga this. Then as soon as I open my mouth, he said, bitch. They'll sit with other females in podcasts and listen to a female podcaster for 8 hours, repeatedly call a woman a bitch. But if you say something as a man, and you say the word bitch, now they're disrespecting. See, they have this double entendre and thing for men and women. And really what is steeped in is female dominance. You understand what I'm saying? Female dominance. These women are misandrous. These women do not like men. These women, in my perfect opinion, and I feel, you understand, most of them are lesbians. They don't like men. So what I'm saying, they don't like men. I'm talking about from the core essence. They don't like men, most black women. And if they do get a man, they want a man that's not black, like Serena did. Like, fucking, what's the other bitch's name? Eve. I can't even listen to Eve's music no more, because I think you fake now. So that's what you got. Hold on one second, guys. I'm just turning on my air conditioner. It's getting a little hot in here. That's what you got to deal with when you're dealing with the quote-unquote culture nowadays. So that's why I don't take too much offense to niggas saying, yo, don't donate to him, or coming in my chat room, you ain't make no cash app today. They sound like children, like 18-year-old kids. I mean, they ain't 18, 15-year-old kids, most of them. Like they never grew up. Makes sense on why music ain't pumping like I want it to. No, I mean, people are looking at the streaming economy from both ends. I explained this the other day. People hear what they want to hear on here. I told you the other day, I said, this shit right here, you just saw the numbers I showed you, I made $32. I'm actually made less this month of those that I did last month at the same amount of time. Y'all ain't peeped that? Last month it was $56. This month so far it's $32. And people say, well, stop cursing and make more friendly material. Oh, you mean assimilate myself to the rules of YouTube. I got you. Now, I ain't good at simulation. Simulation's for weak motherfuckers. Assimilation is for motherfuckers that don't have no balls. Assimilation is for the get along, get going game. That ain't me. Ain't never been me. Oh, here goes another one. What's the difference between a black man and a snow tiger? Snow tigers don't sing when put chains on them. A keep. And another one, I just love chicken. With Greg Smith, Luke. En beso mi culo, entonces saben toda la gente culo. Entonces saben esta puta sucia. Entonces saben, tú eres un blanco, no tiene chavo. Porque tú tienes chavo, tú eres por aquí. You understand that one? Since you so fucking cultured. Puta sucia blanco. Now let's see. You've been here for 13 years and no subscribers, Greg Smith. Haven't exactly set the fucking world on fire, huh? You should love chicken, and you're also unemployed, or you wouldn't be here listening to me. What's the next one? Let's see the other one. I told you they all got the same thing in common. Luke Augustine. Oh, why'd you erase your shit? Well, you don't want me to know? Oh, no, 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 it don't work that way. You can erase the comment. I still know. You've been here for 12 years and 20 subscribers. Ain't that right, Luke? Another one. Complete fucking failure. I keep trying to tell y'all the most visibly loud motherfuckers online are white men that are unaccomplished and black women that don't have shit going on. You understand what I'm saying? That's what's going on. Who is this right here? I appreciate that $5 donation. That's all I got, bro. You ain't send me no $50. You send me $5. Look, you know how I know that Jesus black? Because when he, well, oh God, you still throwing corny jokes. Nigga, you been here for 12 years throwing corny jokes and don't nobody care. No, black men that talk this rhetoric are, and I don't need you to define me with any type of acronym, sir. I don't even fucking know you. You understand? And I'm pretty sure that's a fake profile picture because you a bitch. But just to put it in perspective, be very wary of motherfuckers that try to define who you are. It's just something that's happened to me for a long time. From the time I jumped on here and I said, hey, everybody that knew me, that already knew me anyway, they said, yo, he worked at Bad Boy for 17 years. He must have been, I don't give a fuck what you are, bitch. You just insulted me. I don't give a fuck what you are. You just insulted me. I don't have to be nice to you. I don't have to be cool to you or nothing. Once you come in here and you insult me, I don't give a fuck if you're a bitch, a warthog, a fucking rabbit. I don't give a fuck what you are. Bitch, you insulted me. So you're going to get insulted back. If my sisters were here and you were here in first person, it would be worse than that. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Go argue with your motherfucking boyfriend. I ain't arguing with no strangers. See what I mean? That's the typical black woman out here. They like to argue with strangers. This is what gets them off. 70% of them. This is what gets them off. Coming into a chat. Do you know how mentally ill you have to be? Pay attention. Everybody that I've clicked on their profile, haven't you noticed something? These people have been here for 12 years, 14 years. We caught some people, 2 people yesterday that have been here for 18 fucking years. And each one of them has the same thing in common. They've been here for a extremely long time and they have very few followers. You know, you don't notice a pattern here? You got to pay attention to patterns. They've all been here for an extreme long time and they all have very few followers. These are people that actually envy you. You understand what I'm saying? That's why that dude, Devon, or whatever his name was, that's why I blocked him up out of here. Nigga said 30K subscribers. I heard you can make a lot of money like that. So what you trying to say? You insinuating everything I'm saying I'm lying, nigga? I just showed you the numbers. I can't manipulate them numbers. That's YouTube. What you talking about? Most of the people, when they see a black face on the channel, on YouTube, I found out this racist ass, misandrous ass fucking network of a fucking app that is now come to its graveyard. This shit's about to die. Trust me when I tell you this. This shit's got to die. And most people ain't gonna jump shit before it dies. They're gonna stay here and try to keep it afloat because of their dedication to this fucking app. Some of these people will stick their whole tongue out and grab a swab of Vaseline just for the opportunity to be viral on this weak ass app for 20 minutes. It's the truth. You understand what I'm saying? They will sell their soul. They will say anything, including selling you out as a culture to be popular on this app. I don't do that. I never will. A lot of people thought I should have sold out Puff. No, I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? There's a couple people, I can be honest with you, that didn't even want to recognize the fact because, I don't know, maybe it brought them some shame. You know what I'm saying? So sad selling your soul. Yeah, they do sell their soul. I don't sell my soul. I curse on here, say how I feel, whatever you like it, you don't like it, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can't talk to a group of people that move as a monolith. You understand what I'm saying? They move as a monolith. And they move as a monolith behind women. So you can't really deal with, like, for example, one of my homies, he put up a post the other day, right? And it was some loudmouth bitch talking ghetto as fuck, talking about, the reason niggas be wearing Jordans now at 40. I was like, bitch, Jordan wear Jordans, and he's on damn near 60. What the fuck is your point? There's a whole bunch of people that's wearing Jordans, but no, what she had to do was she had to corroborate and link back black suffrage Black suffrage is the conduit and basically the currency out here. And this is why you got white folks out here reaming that black fatigue shit, because it's coming from, and most whites don't even understand it that are talking this way. And you're fucked up too. So don't get it fucked up. They don't get the fact that most of the shit that they're talking about is things that have been facilitated by black women, not men. You understand what I'm saying? To fund the police. That was who? A black woman. Huh? This defunding the police made an uptick in all these neighborhoods across the country. Ironically enough, many of them governed or mayored by black women, and increasing violence. You don't know? That's why I said last night, I got up on here and I said, I ain't got a problem with Trump sending motherfucking troops down there. Send them motherfuckers down there. Send them to Chicago too. Let's do an example, right? And why I would say something like that. And why other motherfuckers, they'll sit back and they'll do, yeah, don't you have anything else? Yeah, that's what they do, Danielle. Now you're starting to see it too. Like most of these black people, 70% of them, most of them operate on a tribalistic, monolithic mindset. So basically, if one of them says it and that person's got the most views, or they feel that person's the most quirky, or whatever the case may be, they'll go over there based on views, not exactly what the person is saying, but based on views and who's over there. It's like it's no use in like arguing with niggas. Like it really isn't. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, basically. So I just really don't the way I've coped with it, whatever, because these niggas ain't gonna never go back to liking me, and I don't expect nothing out of African Americans. I really don't. I think I've met because let me tell you why I say that, and I don't say that without having prior works. I've done shit for these people. I've gotten black people hired. I put food in bitches' refrigerators. I provided Christmases for motherfuckers. I've allowed bitches to stay with me. All kinds of shit. You understand what I'm saying? In the name of black woman. And every time I notice, I get fucked over. So at some reason, and then to even add on my channel here, I've taken these people to historic black sites, including where Malcolm X was shot and killed, had a tour guide with me that I set up the whole thing, who was part of Malcolm's family. And that wasn't good enough for them either. They only want drama, trauma, arguing, beefing, and who's going to jail. That's the 5 topics that you'll get black Americans to donate to you for. If you're talking about anything other than that, anything with any sensibility or anything that has to do with this in tone, the culture itself, they don't want to hear that. This is where they're at now. Now, 7 years ago, right before the pandemic started, they wasn't like this. They became like this from listening to certain vloggers when they were locked up and isolated in their house. And I can name some of those vloggers, but I'm not. These vloggers, these black vloggers to be specific, let me tell you about these motherfuckers real quick. They basically, and I can name 4 or 5 of them, but I'm not going to do that because I'll make you a target. But you got 4 or 5 of them, right? And you can imagine what their names are. You know what I'm saying? One of them will be like, yeah, I'm opening a museum. The other one is like, Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. Now, if you look on this channel, ain't no motherfucker, or you look around on the internet, ain't no white women trying to take you down. It's the same sisters you was talking about. They trying to take you down. And the bitches is working overtime and they collecting money based on trying to take down Umar. Now, I don't give a fuck if Umar's wrong or right or whatever. The bitch have some motherfucking decorum and shut the fuck up. And y'all too scared to tell these bitches to shut the fuck up because you living off the titty still. You was raised on the titty, meaning a single mom, and you're still living off the titty. You swayed your single mom for your girlfriend. So now these niggas, they'll live off the girlfriend. You understand what I'm saying? So you can't get no nigga to join your side and he living off a girl. You out of your mind. A nigga that's independent, or even if the nigga is independent and his whole modus operandi, because that's how a lot of black men are, is chasing bitches. Chasing bitches. Oh, a nigga will put his whole record up, of course. This is a fucking bitch. I'm trying to tell you. I don't hear Native Americans cry as much, and I feel they've been done worse. You must have got shit fucked up, right? Nigga, I ain't asked you to join in the conversation. You white. I ain't asked you to join into the conversation. Shut the fuck up. You sit back and be a spectator, nigga. I ain't asked you to get involved. This is niggas' conversation. Shut the fuck up. You been here for 3 weeks any motherfucking way. That's why I just blocked you. Been here for 3 weeks, always writing something in the chat room, but ain't donating shit. We whites are fatigued that your obnoxious, loud, attention-seeking, juvenile, and frequently criminal behavior. We are, oh, you want to talk about criminal behavior? Oh, we can talk about criminal behavior. What's your name again? Rock Against the Communism Music. Well, first of all, let's see something before I even get into that. I didn't see that cocksucker wrote that. You've been here for 1 year and 14 subscribers. All right, so you ain't exactly set the world on fire. You a fucking loser. But anyway, I'm gonna abide by you. We whites. First of all, motherfucker, I live in Connecticut. All right, this whole goddamn state is 37% Italian, especially the two areas I used to live in and the area I live in now. It's extremely fucking white. All right. We grew up with Italians and Greeks or whatever, whatever, and I know quickly, if not honestly, the difference between poor white trash, which you are, sir, because poor white trash has to do the same thing that poor black trash does. They like to talk in monolith. So monolith means we are us. You understand what I'm saying? Those three words. Look for those words. We are us, they, them. 5 words. We, us, them, they, are, us. Those words right there. Look for those words. When you ever hear, you will know you're listening to either pseudo racist or full racist. Either way, I don't care. You're nobody to me. But let me concur. You said right there, we whites are fatigued at your obnoxious, loud, attention-seeking, juvenile, frequently criminal behavior. I hear you. I wouldn't agree with that because I know a whole bunch of people that won't speak like you. In fact, I know some white people, if they heard you talking like that, they have their way with you right there on the spot. But I'm going to oblige you anyway. You know what we're sick of when it comes to motherfuckers like you? Usually motherfuckers like you are usually poor white trash, live in a trailer park, live in some type of fucking housing. You fuckers literally consume all the welfare in this country. And I'm going to prove that real quick. Watch this. See, I know the difference between poor white trash and stand-up white people. And that's poor white trash. But let's take oblige to them, okay? Let's take oblige to them. First, we're going to go and we're going to see how many white people are on welfare in the United States. See, I can't stand a motherfucker to either hide the facts or don't want to motherfucking expose the facts. Well, here we go. Let's see what they say about whites on welfare. While specific whites on welfare per capita data isn't readily available, non-Hispanic white individuals make up 44.6% of adult SNAP recipients and 31.5% of child recipients in 2020. That means that you motherfuckers, that was just 5 years ago. That means that you motherfuckers not only are the highest on welfare in the country, based on your motherfucking population numbers, you're 62% of the population. Not to only to mention that, but you motherfuckers at a 31.5% basis have fucking motherfucking bastard babies that also need care. So the next time you come up in here talking about we sick of something, we sick of the motherfuckers at work that are black and Latino getting their motherfucking tax dollars taken from them because of trash like your motherfucking ass. Now, let's keep on moving. In 2020, non-Hispanic white individuals were the largest racial ethnic group on SNAP, representing 44.6% of adult recipients and 31.5% of child recipients. That means your own motherfucking white babies on welfare. Shut the fuck up. Poverty reduction. A City of Budget and Policy Priorities report cited that NPR found that white people made up 52% of the people lifted from poverty by safety net programs. Let me read that shit one more motherfucking time, why don't we? Center on Budget and Policies Priorities, deemed by the federal fucking government, cited by NPR, found that white people made up 52% of people lifted from poverty by safety net programs. If you don't get your motherfucking poor white trash ass out my face, or this punk motherfucker down here at the bottom talking about am I racist, and you can't read what that motherfucker wrote up at the top, you ignoring motherfucker. Let me tell you something, Mr. and Miss West Texas Stacker. Stay down there with all them STDs you got down there. You want to talk about STDs? Let's talk about Texas real quick. Oh, I got something for every motherfucking body in this motherfucker. You want to talk about Texas? Let's talk about Texas. Texas STD rates. Let's talk about Texas real quick. You understand what I'm saying? Let's talk about Texas, huh? Shall we talk about Texas? Huh? Specific 2025 city level data for Texas STD rates is not available, but reports from early 2025 indicate that the Houston area has significantly higher rates of HIV and other sexually transmitted infections, aka acronym STIs, than that state average. A recent analysis also suggested that San Antonio may have the highest large metro area of STI rates in the Texas area. Data on these trends often based on reports of organizations like the Harris County Public Health and the motherfucking CDC. Anything else to say, bitch? Anything else to say, bitch? Or you quiet now, huh, bitch? Where's that motherfucker, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker? Get your ass up in here. You motherfuckers probably, Mr. and Miss, or y'all a couple. Both of y'all motherfuckers probably burning right now. Don't you bring your raggedy, crusty motherfucking ass up in here no more, bitch. In here talking all that shit. Nigga, I'll eat your ass up in here. Here go another motherfucker. Why are you so mad? You know what's funny to me? That is the most bitch-ass statement that a man can write ever. When you hear a man say, why are you mad? That's a docile man. That's a man that listens to his bitch. That's a man that lives with a bitch. That's a man that relies on a bitch. And that's a man that's a soft man. Because even God himself, if you read the Bible, what did God say? He came down in anger and destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Didn't he say that? When he had the flood, what did he say? And God in anger provided the floods. And God in anger came down and destroyed Lilith. And God in anger, if you look at God in anger, how much, let me see something. How many times is God in anger? Hold on 1 second. We'll do this the easy way. How many times is God in anger mentioned in the Bible? Give me 1 second. The word anger, related forms like wrath, is mentioned more than 500 motherfucking times in the Bible. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck up off my channel with your soft, silly ass, go over there and talk to your bitch. Give your bitch a hug and tell her you sorry for whatever you did last night. Nobody want to hear your whole ass. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Y'all need to see it for yourself. The word anger is mentioned. Oh, hold on. Let me turn this off. I can't stand a stupid. These niggas really think they're smart. That's the problem. The word anger is mentioned over 500 times. Now, let me tell you, the motherfucker that will say words like that, those are motherfuckers that want you to be assimilated. They want you to be assimilated. They want you to feel like if you're mad, that's wrong. No, you know who gets mad? Who tells you shit like that? Motherfuckers trying to control you. That's who. They're mad. Got the bitches out here. What the bitches are? Why he mad? But a bitch will get online. I can't believe it. They disrespecting their sisters. They'll never say nothing when a bitch get online to get mad. They only got something to say when a man online to get mad. This is a play that is simply, in my personal opinion, out of Gestapo tactics. This is a play, in my personal opinion, that's out of communism, out of socialism, out of Marxism. When you try to eloquently motherfucking get people to be so docile, and specifically the ones that you want docile are black and white men. You know why you want black and white men so docile? Because we're the two motherfuckers that are turned up in this country. That's why. Always have been since the motherfucking Civil War. So, bitch, when you talk about anger and you ask somebody why they're mad, just say it how you want to say it. Be like, oh, God, another nigger mad. Just say that. Don't think of these little subliminal things, because it just shows how much of a coward you are. Just come in here and be like, oh, God, another nigger mad. I can live with that. It's when you do the little corny shit. Oh, my God, why is he so mad? Oh, my God, are you a racist? That's the other role reversal they're doing with the psychology thing. Now white people are running around, oh, he's racist. If you don't shut the fuck up, you look silly as hell talking about somebody racist. And there's only a certain brand of white folks that do that. And it's usually poor, unsuccessful ones. Poor, unsuccessful whites do shit like that. Nigga, I'm wrong with that statement I made. Is that right? You mean the one that I read? Shut the fuck up. How long you been here? You've been here for 5 years and no subscribers. Yeah, we should definitely believe you. Go tap dance somewhere else, nigga. Exactly. We the only ones who fight against injustice. We the only ones who fights against injustice. I don't know. See, I told you I don't do that we, us shit. Who's we? Who's we? You ain't with me. You hit my cash app. You ain't with we. We ain't no we. That's the other type of nigga I don't like either. I don't like a motherfucker that sit around talk about this we, us, them, they. Now I gotta get back on the niggas. I don't like niggas that sit around talking about we, us, them, them. When I tell you, yo, hit the like button. There's over 120 people in here. Hit the like button. They don't do it. We, us, them, they, us. You know what I'm saying? Hit the Cash App. Been saying that for a week now. You know what I'm saying? You don't hit the Cash App. We, us, them, that. Take that fake shit the fuck up out of here. I don't do that we, us, them, they shit. If you ain't donating enough, there is no we, us, them, they. If you ain't contributing, there is no we, us, them, they. If you don't come to a call to action, there is no we, them, this, they, us. Keep that shit for yourself, or keep that shit to yourself. Motherfucker always want to come in here talking about that we, us, them, they shit. Peace, man. I don't want you here no more. You been here for 2 weeks and ain't donated a motherfucking dime talking about some we, us, them, they. The fuck out of here, nigga. Y'all miss me with that fake shit. I didn't see real advocacy. How many people remember that day when I had just finished eating and I went over purposely to check out some of the brothers because they had the, what's the name? They had the Muslim people outside and they was feeding the community. And I said, see, this is the difference because I done been around people doing that. So I know the difference between action and talking. And a lot of niggas talk. This is like a nigga that's going, shut up, bitch. This is like a nigga that's sitting around, whatever. You see that one in there? Nobody's going to give anything to you. This is their modus operandi. That person was black. This is the 5th time they've been back here. See, they only take balance. And whites and blacks are now operating together to try to take black women, white women, and black and white men that are racist. They're all working together, and some other nationalities too. They're all working together to try to streamline and take down men of color, specifically black men. You don't have to believe this. I don't give a fuck if you do or don't. Oh well, if it hits you by a truck, then it hits you by a truck. But like I said, if it was a snake, it would have bit you, and I told you. So the least you can say is I told you. Bob Earl, let me ask you a question. Are you a gay man? See, I always tell y'all, watch for this, and they ain't never been wrong yet, huh? Watch for a nigga that start off his sentence with bro. There are 1 of 3 things: a racist, a cocksucker, or a motherfucker. Bob, let me ask you and raise you the same question. If you're able to sit here and watch and listen to me and think that you're observing me, what the fuck are you doing in life? Because Bob, I don't live in the projects. Bob, I live in a better area probably than you do. Where do you live at, Bob? He's been here 6 years with 36 subscribers. This motherfucker think we in the 1920s. Where are you employed? Why? You wouldn't ask a white man where they're employed. Let's say this, Bob. Bob, I worked for a record company for over 17 years. Most of the people here know that, right? Bob Earl, which I know you're a redneck. But Bob Earl, more importantly enough, I'm more successful than you've ever been in your life and ever will be in your life. That's the point. And you can't let that go. That burns you up. And the racism that's within you, that's all you can live with. So peace. No, I'm not Mexican. Es mexicano, entonces saben, claro, mexicano. ¿Qué pasó con su mente ahí? Dice, yo soy la cubano, la mareno ahí, dice, no es mexicano, tú sabes, representando, respetando la mexicano, la gente ahí, dice, tú sabes, yo soy la cubano, la mareno. Ya can su boca, la puta sucia. The fuck? These niggas are corny. You know what I'm saying? They're corny. I just had to go off on a bus ride. Brooklyn Bedbug want to be stalking my Facebook page like these people are. Yeah, they're crazy. I'm trying to tell you, they're crazy. And go some other nigga talking about bro. Anytime you hear a nigga start off the conversation with bro, automatically dismiss that nigga. Dismiss that nigga. That's how fuck niggas operate. They start off their sentences with bro. I'm not your motherfucking bro. Fuck you and everybody live in your house. I don't do brother. What I just talk about that we, us, them, they shit. I don't do brother. I don't do answering questions from strangers. And if you ain't donated shit, don't speak to me. We always talking about this brother shit, this we shit, this us shit. And y'all niggas don't do nothing but go and donate to bitches. Bitches getting into situations. Y'all running over talking to bitches. This is a bitch-centric, black culture is a black bitch-centric culture. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not your bro. What I tell you? The bro shit. They go another nigga with the bro shit. Suck a dick backwards, hoe. You understand what I'm saying? The bro shit. Bro. If you a bro, hit the Cash App, bro. If you're a bro, hit the Venmo, bro. If you're a bro, hit the PayPal. If not, shut the fuck up, nigga. You just another nigga in the street. I ain't with all that fake shit. You know why I ain't with that fake shit? Because I've been around the real shit. That's what I was explaining when I said I stopped and filmed for everybody to show everybody, hey, listen, you see this right here? This is people actually doing something in the community versus you motherfucking air chair advocates sitting up there talking about, yo, but we, us, them, they. Y'all ain't doing nothing but sitting at home listening to other motherfuckers at home having grieving councils. Who we gonna grieve about today? What we gonna grieve about today? If you notice, most of the motherfucking bitches and the niggas that vlog, they always talking about the same shit. It's so bad what happened to us. And the bill, at the same time, I give you a perfect example. This is how they evolve. Let me give you a second, y'all. Let me just share this real quick, because I don't fuck with these niggas that's coming in here. What's going on, B? It don't matter where you from, dog. Like I said, if you ain't hitting up the Cash App, I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. I fell with the brothers and sisters in this battle called life. I ain't your brother, I ain't your sister. I ain't your brother. I ain't your brother. Fuck all that brother shit. I know niggas that went to jail for years talking about that brother shit or whatever. Ain't no niggas send them no Cash Apps. Ain't no niggas send them no motherfucking what you call it, commissary, no nothing. Then the nigga get out of jail. Yo, son, we missed you. No, you didn't, nigga. If you missed me, you would have wrote me. If you missed me, you would have sent me some motherfucker. What's the name? Get the fuck out of here with that fake ass brother and sister shit that y'all do online. Because y'all ain't living none of that shit offline. That's why I say there's a whole bunch of fake fallacy shit that be going on here. So like I said, if you seen a nigga up here for 3 weeks and you talking about, yo, hit the Cash App, I bet you if I was a bitch, I wouldn't have to sit up here for 3 weeks and be like, yo, hit the Cash App, y'all support the channel. If I was a bitch, these niggas would have papered me up. Why? Because most of these niggas have been raised by bitches. They've been raised by bitches. So since they've been raised by bitches, their adoration, their concentration, and everything goes with bitches. This is why these niggas, when they grow up and they become 18, 19, 20 years old, the first thing they go do is depend on a bitch. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm telling you. Nigga, I don't know you. Fuck you. You ain't helping shit over here. You understand what I'm saying? This Buster Goofy. No, nigga, you just dumb. Where'd you go to college at, Jim? Tell me that, Jim. Where'd you go to college and where you currently live? And where's your work history, Jim? And don't lie. Come on, quickly, Jim. Quickly. Come on, Jim, with your fake profile that's been here for how many years? You've been here for 1 day ago. That means you made the profile yesterday so you could specifically come over here and talk to me. You sweet motherfucker, you. You made a profile so you could come over here and talk to me. You sweet, luscious motherfucker, you. Go fuck a pillow, nigga. These niggas are weak, son. These niggas are weak. You see what I'm saying? Now y'all understand what I'm talking about. Because how you build your circle, bitch, I got 30,000 motherfuckers on here. What you talking about build my circle? These niggas are random. You don't even understand how this shit work. Get the fuck out of here, too. Another loudmouth bitch thinks she got the answers. That's the shit that get on my nerves. These loudmouth bitches that think they got the answers to everything. Bitch, you got the answers to everything. How come you couldn't figure out this is your third side baby and maybe you needed to use birth control this time? How come you couldn't figure out this is the third nigga you done met after the club and you already got 2 kids? It might be a good stroke of genius to use a condom this time. You got answers for everybody motherfucking life except for your fucking own life. You ever notice that? Black bitches always got a motherfucking answer for everybody's life except their own life. Bitches in debt. How come you ain't see yourself going into debt before you took out a $85,000 loan? I paid my college loans back. My shit was $46,000. What's your excuse? Y'all better be wary of a lot of these bitches be out here talking. Let me tell you something. I went to college. A lot of these bitches be out here talking about, yeah, I went to college. I went to come to a law and I got a degree and I got a bachelorette and a master's and a doctorate and I got associates. All right. 2-year degree. These bitches go to college or whatever. Down there in debt for $135,000, $145,000. If they went to the motherfucking what's the name school, it's gonna probably be around about $200,000 to $150,000. Now, do you think that bitch motherfucking paid that shit back after she got out of college within the first 5-6 years? No, within the first 5-6 years, that bitch is out here in the streets looking for, 1, employment to match her degree. Then 2, she's looking for a nigga to help out because she's hit the reality wall of, listen, I spent my whole time in college avoiding men, talking about dedicating myself to these books. Now the college is over. It's been 5 years out of the know. I don't even know how to dress to attract a man, much less because I've been dressing frumpy and down trying to avoid men all my motherfucking life. So now you got a bitch now that's out here in the wilderness. She's trying to find a man, and she's not looking for a man because she want to be in love. No, she's looking for a man to help her with the bills, even though she don't want to admit it. 318,000 bitches lost their jobs last month. How come none of you black women are talking about that? And most of them were in consecutive fields. Huh? Who just lost their Senate seat that was a black woman? Anybody want to tell me? Since y'all so up in the know about shit, who was a black woman that just recently lost her Senate seat? Anybody got an answer? Does anybody have an answer? Who is the black female? Y'all, it's so we, us. See what I'm saying? This we, us, them, they shit. This shit, I'm killing this shit. This shit's fake. That shit's fake. That shit's fake. I watched a 16-year-old boy. If y'all wasn't here yesterday, I talked all about it. It was this kid. I was online, and I was just listening to music. I was literally listening to music through my headphones. So the next video came up. It was his video. And I think it was because the beat he used was actually in circumference with the artist I was listening to, now that I know it. So now, so then I see what you wrote. Who's that, OG Banks? So anyway, after that, I went to go check the nigga page. I said, let me see what this kid's got going on. See the guy even more music. He was live. So I went to go listen to his live or whatever. And things had changed for him. And I had to realize, okay, this video he has right here, and it's like he's sitting in his driveway or something like that. It's just a picture, and he put audio on top of it. So he's sitting there, and he's talking, and he's telling people, yo, I'm homeless. And I guess they knew him previously because he was online, like most 16-year-olds are. They flexing, they talking about what they doing, they talking big. He's 16. You understand what I'm saying? What's he supposed to be doing? This kid could have been my son. I'm in my 40s. You understand what I'm saying? So he could have been my son. Pay attention to what I'm telling you. He's sitting in there and he's telling the crowd, listen, my mom just got locked up. My mother's in jail right now. There are people literally in the chat room that live in his area that are saying to the people that are attacking him, who I would say 90% of them were black. 90% of them, because most of them had their fucking pictures in there. So you could tell who they were. I even took screenshots of it where the black people had said what they said. This is a 16-year-old boy, right? I want you to imagine this is your 16-year-old son, and he going to the culture asking for help. You know what they had for him? They had insults. Why don't you go get a job, nigga? Somebody really said that to him. Little nigga, go get a job, little nigga. He said, I'm 16. Somebody else wrote to him and they said, hey, if you're really hungry, you'll take that $15 and go get something to eat. No, little nigga, you sit right there online and try to make more than $15. It costs $12.50 to get a fucking burger and fries at McDonald's nowadays. You understand what I'm saying? The point is, this was a 16-year-old boy that was in peril, and everybody, instead of helping him, they made fun of him, called him a drug addict. That kid didn't look nothing like he was on drugs. The kid had a video with I Show Speed on his channel. You understand what I'm saying? Had a video with I Show Speed. He had just, like many of people have, got fucked up. But the point was, and y'all missing, this kid was 16. The point was, and y'all missing, he said that his black mama was locked up, and nobody in that chat room asked, and I stood there for about 45 minutes. I didn't say nothing at all. I said, how come none of these mouthy bitches asked why this irresponsible bitch left this boy at his sister's house, because that's the only place he had to go because his mama was locked up? What that hoe locked up for? That's what I want to know. What the fuck is that hoe locked up for? Ain't nobody thought of answering that. Why? Because of their prerequisite that black women can do no wrong. It's a bitch-led culture, black culture. I keep trying to tell y'all that. Because they don't want to talk about their shit, be quick to talk about the black man. Yeah, exactly, Shante. You right about that, man. Hopefully you a nigga to understand. Hit the Cash App up, man. If you ain't got Cash App, hit PayPal. The PayPal's in the description box. Venmo in the description box. Now they selling it. Yeah, they are selling it, I guess. I don't know. I don't do that we, us, them, they shit. Show and prove that shit, nigga. Niggas out here giving hundreds. Some nigga named X-Man. Okay, check this out. Some nigga named, a grown-ass man at 2 o'clock in the evening named X-Man just requested that I send him $100. This is the type of men you have in that culture. They do the same thing the bitches do. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is the second time I had another nigga the other day send me a quick request, a Cash App request for $5,000. I had another one send me. This is men doing this. Men. You understand what I'm saying? So the men, they'll go to bat for the bitches, but they won't go to bat for the men in their own culture. That's why I try to tell you, listen, I ain't got no kids, but as shit speak, unless it change before I have a kid, I would never in my life even phantom having a child by a black woman in this culture as it sits right now. 10, 15 years ago, I would have never said that. As it sits right now, never. After I saw that boy yesterday, and honestly and truthfully, the funny shit about it was like God was slapping me in the face. He was like, yo, you said this. I said it before I saw that video yesterday. This ain't the first time I said what you just heard me say. I said it before I saw that video yesterday. I said, if this is the so-called, because let me give you an example. The best way I can put it is, Black Americans give you this imagery that they're all together and they're helping people and shit like that or whatever, 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 but they're really not. The only thing they're concentrated on is helping women. And the reason they help the women so much, whether they're right, wrong, it doesn't matter, what else, uneducated, whatever, 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 because it makes them feel like a man. You understand what I'm saying? It makes them feel like a man. So it doesn't matter if the bitch is saying something wrong. The most dangerous place you could be at is around a whole bunch of simp niggas that worship bitches. It's the worst position you could be in, because as soon as that bitch say something fucked up, and she knows she could say something fucked up because all them niggas she know got her back. That's how black women operate. They know all them niggas got her back. The first thing they'll do, peace. Yeah, peace to you too. And please don't come back. You shouldn't even have said peace. You should have just left. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, peace. You know what I mean? Broke ass motherfucker. That's why I gotta tell you. Stop all that we us shit, nigga. Ain't no we us. Ain't no we us. I got certain people to come in here and fuck with me. I fuck with them. That's it. Ain't no we us. Understand? Ain't no we us. I'm not your brother. You understand what I'm saying? Because I've been sitting here for 2 weeks. No donations, no support. Niggas have barely hit the like button. I got sucker niggas that subscribe to my channel just so they can share me to other niggas and have a goof and have a laugh and have other motherfuckers over here. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't fuck with niggas like that. Here's another goofy in here. You're what? You're what? Come on, say something. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not your boy, bitch, and die slow. Understand? You've been here for 7 months and no subscribers. See what I mean? They worship that ghetto shit. Good night, boy. Boy, bitch, die. Here's another sweet motherfucker. Why the hat? Why not the hat, nigga? What's wrong with it? You out here judging boys now what they wear? Huh? Take your sweet ass on somewhere and become who you supposed to become, girl. Hey, girl. Hey, Chris, girl. You out here worried about what niggas is wearing, girl. Hey, girl. Been here for 7 years, only 2 subscribers, girl. Hey, Chris, girl. Hey, girl. You better run, girl. Bitch ass nigga. Act like a woman, think like a man. Steve Harvey, perfect example. Sucker shit. Yeah, I don't fuck with these niggas. Niggas is sucker. They bitch. They raise, and that Steve Harvey shit was exactly that. They raise niggas like they have no choice. If you're raised by a whole bunch of chicks, I don't know how to break this down without. I'm tired of explaining it. Just like I said. I saw how they treated little homie yesterday. He was 16. You understand what I'm saying? This little nigga looked 16. So I'm saying, what if my son went to the same community to quote they all together? You understand what I'm saying? And he was in dire straits. They would do the same thing to him. They would make fun of him. You know how I know they would make fun of him? During the pandemic, in the midst of the pandemic, I ended up being fucked up and I was homeless for a minute. I had to go to a homeless shelter. Many people on this channel, they remember that, and I went through it, right? And I don't give a fuck what you think, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you think. I don't give a fuck about you. I'm talking to this nigga seductively slit black swan. Bitch, you're incoherent and you're what we call a victim mentality. See, dumb bitches like you interrupt the smart black women. The women that, the women that are graduating college, actually, the women that are actually collegiate, the women that actually still love their men, the women that actually support their men and shit like that. It's a 70% of you and the thought bitches that make this shit fucked up. Now, first of all, there ain't no law in America because we talking against you. You understand what I'm saying? Nor is there going to be any resolve whether I hate you or love you. But bitch, if you're so smart like you pretend you are, you would have heard me say 70%. 70% is not 100%. So that's the first motherfucker you got yourself on. You understand what I'm saying? On your victim role. You understand what I'm saying? The second one is you talking about my energy is offensive. Well, most of these people in here don't have a problem with me because they keep coming back and keep coming back. No, it's offensive to you, bitch. It's offensive to you. Third of all, bitch, I don't even fucking know you. You are a stranger. You understand what I'm saying? You're a stranger. I've never seen you here before. I've never interacted with you. You've been here 11 years and got 45 fucking subscribers, bitch. I shouldn't even be talking to you. I shouldn't even be talking to you. I shouldn't even be talking to you. You have been non-successful on this journey. I shouldn't even be talking to you. Get the fuck out of my chat. See what I'm saying? You don't like black women. That was the first shit she went to. You don't like black women? You don't like black women. You hate black women. These bitches been running with that shit for 15 fucking years. No, bitch, I don't like you. How about that? I don't like you, bitch. And there ain't nothing wrong with saying that. You just happen to be a black woman. No, bitch, I don't like bitches like you. It's your goofy ass. I bet your mama pussy stink. Now back to the matter. Motherfucker came in. I bet your breasts. I said, I bet your mama, the J stink. Let's get this soft ass nigga out of here. Another soft ass nigga. Mama's boys. These mama's boys is in abundance, boy. There's been so many teen motherfucking mamas raising these bitch ass niggas. These niggas are side with a bitch before they side with their own bros. That shit is a goddamn shame. Y'all know any other culture that side with women before they side with men? I can't think of one. Essa punheta puta sucia aí. Da punheta marano aí. Anyway, never mind that. Just don't come in here with that brother shit. Or case of your concerns because you're a black woman and you must be respected. Respect is earned, bitch. I don't respect a bitch just because you walked in the room, bitch. You might be a robber. You might steal. But you know what hoes do to superstars and shit like that? These bitches will turn around, steal from you, rob from you. Ask rappers how many times they had a black woman rob from them. These queens. The ones who want to be... The real queens don't want to be called queens. Black women that are really queens, they don't want to be called queens. Do you know how often bitches be stealing? I'll give you a better example. Go right now to Google, and I want you to Google this. Women still weave out of hair shop. Put that in. Women still weave out of hair shop. And tell me how many videos show up. These bitches be stealing left and right, nigga. Stealing left and right. And I'm supposed to feel some motherfucking empathy. I don't feel no empathy for these bitches. For what? For the 30% that ain't in that category, shout out to y'all and respect to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Them black women. You don't steal? Okay. A bitch wrote in the comment section, she said she don't steal. No, black women don't steal. Stay with that. Stay with that. Stay with that. No. Stay with that. Sophie and Ahe, stay with that, bitch. You didn't even write steal right. Steal is spelled S-T-E-A-L. You wrote it S-T-I-L-L. You dumb dyslexic hoe. I already know you stupid. Hold on one second. Black women. Oh, matter of fact, I ain't even got to do that. Black American women in that. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Give me the numbers for black American women caught stealing in the United States. God damn. Okay, so here's the FBI numbers, right? I'll give you the FBI numbers. Fuck you, bitch. Now, listen, here's the FBI numbers, right? Let's get into larceny and theft. For white individuals, 393,226 were arrested for larceny and theft, while black and African American were 178,937. So not too far by, you know what I'm saying? Now, if I go over here, and that's from the FBI number, so y'all know this is from the FBI chart. Hold on one second. Where's the camera at? I might not be able to do it. Yeah, there we go. This is from the FBI chart, so you know I'm not reading nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, shut the fuck up. I don't know you, bitch. Fuck you, bitch. You keep saying the same shit, bitch. I don't know you, bitch. Fuck is wrong with you? Are you retarded? You're trying to force somebody to respect you. Shut the fuck up, bitch. We always rude over here. You don't run shit over here, bitch. Now, get the fuck out of my chat room, you goofy ass bitch. You see what I mean? That's a wild bitch, right? The bitch came over to somebody else to tell somebody how to talk. Bitch, get the fuck out of my chat. I don't know you. Like they be sitting around talking about, bitch, the first motherfucking numbers I read out were white people. You see what I mean? Wow, you must love. Let me show you what this goofy motherfucker said. This is another racist black bitch. This is the bitches that black women be having speaking for them. Wow, you must love white women. Wow, have you talked about Serena Williams? Have you talked about Eve and her white husband? Answer that for me, Larsha. I know you a dumb bitch just based off your name, because you got to come from a dumbass family. Somebody call you Larsha. But answer the question, Larsha. Do you make any posts or correct niggas when Eve or Serena Williams is talking about their husband? Bitch, ain't no way in hell you a white woman. Your name is Larsha. Shut the fuck up, bitch. You blacker than the ace of spades. Everything about your name say you about 5'4" and weigh about 285 pounds. You don't get the fuck out of my face. That's another thing too. You bitches is always motherfucking lying. That's the other thing that black women do a lot of. Lie, they'll create profiles talking about they're a white man. They'll create profiles talking about they're a black man. These bitches are mentally fucking gone. Mentally fucking gone. And that's why a lot of people, I'm not inboxing you for shit. And if any motherfucker ever call me sir, I already know. Let me tell you something. A bitch call you, eat shit, bitch. A bitch call you sir. What they're trying to do is insult you. And y'all niggas sit up there and eat that shit. I'm trying to put y'all on. I ain't never in my life heard of a white woman named Larsha. That's why I said that bitch sound like she about 5'4" and weigh 285 pounds. These bitches is crazy, nigga. They be wondering why nobody want to date them, because you bitches is crazy. Any bitch that put effort to making a fake profile and calling herself something, here going these niggas in here, you know what I'm saying, to lick the ass of them. You know what I'm saying? Go lick the ass of them bitches over there in another profile, nigga. Don't come over here with that shit. You always got these simps up in here. If you like my style, man, hit the motherfucking cash app. Please refrain from calling women bitches. You're bigger than that. Fuck them bitches and fuck you for simping in here. Niggas got requests. Please quit calling the women bitches. Please quit calling. They won't quit calling you a nigga though. They catching these bitches on a podcast and they talking about relationships. What's the first thing they refer to black men as? My nigga, this nigga, my nigga. Now, if they dating a white man, they'll never refer to him. You ever heard Eve refer to her husband as my nigga? You ever heard of Serena Williams refer to her husband as her nigga? Answer the question. Answer the question. I don't give a fuck what you are, nigga. Get the fuck up on out of here and fuck you and them stepkids. Anybody ever heard Serena Williams or motherfucking the other bitch refer to their man as their nigga, their white man that they're married to? Come on, answer the question. See, they ain't ready for these questions right here. You got the right motherfucking one, man. We do this New York two-step real quick. Answer the fucking question. Y'all so loud about everything else, answer that. Have you ever heard Serena fucking Williams or fucking E refer to the same niggas they married to, them white niggas that they married to? Have you ever heard them refer to their husbands as my nigga? No, they reserved that for you dumb motherfuckers. Y'all motherfuckers so busy over there kissing and licking the ass of these bitches, you're not even paying attention that these bitches are making for your downfall. They don't want to see you ahead, nigga. They want to see you terminated. He just some weirdo pretend to be a female in this chat. Yeah, it's some weird niggas, man. These motherfuckers is weird. Wow, look at what slavery did. What did slavery do? Point out the numbers of how bitches is stealing? How slavery got something to do with that if it's the fucking FBI that's taking the motherfucking numbers? Oh, you mean as someone that looks like you, this is what he really means. As someone that looks like him and resembles him, I shouldn't point out the fucked up shit that the culture does. I should only point out the accolades and the resolves of the good shit that they do, right? Nigga, you got the wrong nigga, bro. If you was paying attention, the first thing that I named out, like I said, most of them, they hear what they want to hear, but they're not paying attention. That's why a lot of them can't get ahead nowhere, because they stupid. Stupid. Now listen, here it go right here, once again. And the first numbers I gave for theft and robbery, and I encourage you to go back and rewind this motherfucker so you'll see it, because half of these motherfuckers is dumb as fuck. That's why I try to tell you, you got to watch these motherfucking niggas. The first numbers I gave, and I gave them very specifically, I said 393,226 of theft and larceny were white. Those were the first numbers I gave. Who was paying attention? Those were the first numbers I gave. The second set of numbers I gave were black and African American. I didn't even get gender specific. I said 178,937, which is significantly less. This nigga's resolve, and he comes in here and says, oh, you must not like black women. When a motherfucker come in and that's the only thing they heard, it proves my point once again. This is a culture based on men who sit around and worship bitches. He didn't say, yo, are the numbers messed up? He didn't say, yo, where you getting the information from? No, the first thing they do is throw these shaming tactics, just like the bitches that raised them. Just like the bitches that raised them. To white culture, if you're looking for a problem, why there's the problems in black culture? Only thing you gotta do is look at 70% of black women that's raising and rearing these little motherfuckers. There's your answer. There's your answer. There's your answer. The same bitches that be at work with you, smiling with you, telling me, hey, Susan, how you doing, Susan? That's the bitch in the chat room writing, he must like white women. They try to shame black men for dealing with white girls. But go and marry white dudes. And we're supposed to applaud. Because that's a sentiment that we're not good enough. So good thing she found somebody for herself. Bitch, you can die. Bitch is saying nothing. Factory. Accountability is a must. Y'all make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, man, if y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm supposed to be traveling today. I'm going to be traveling regardless, but what I'm trying to tell y'all is y'all fuck with me today. I guarantee you, man, I got a good little show for you. But if you don't fuck with me, oh well, it'll be like the same thing. The other day, I should have let y'all miss out on this nigga designer, but I said, nah, I'm gonna stream it anyway. Whatever. We had a lit time up in there. That was this past Thursday. The video was still up, but the only thing I did was I blocked the shit. Because I was like, if niggas can't contribute to that, you're not getting shit for free from me. And that's not the first star I had. I had Talib Kweli on here. I had numerous people on this channel. If you just go look at my old videos, you'll see that very quickly. I used to be out in the street all the time or whatever. But since this Diddy trial shit happened, it was a lot of different voices in the black female community that was on telling lies. Like you see these bitches in here just a minute ago that you saw that was in here all fucking sensitive and shit about shit I was saying or whatever. I pay them hoes no mind. If you know so much, why don't black men take over the black woman and show them, man, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. And why you challenging my intelligence? You understand what I'm saying? You challenging my intelligence because I hit something. That's what it was. It ain't about knowing everything. You sound like the typical nigga. He think he better than us. Get your bitch ass the fuck up on out of here. Asking questions and ain't contributing. I can't stand a motherfucker like that. Don't ask me shit else, bitch. They wrote something else. I ain't reading that shit. It's obvious. And everybody else see it. Except for black American men. They don't see it. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't say all the women. I said 70%. 70%. Bitch, don't come in here asking me no questions. You ain't hit up no Cash App. Motherfuckers always want to come on here asking questions. Jerry, what's poppin'? I know who that is. Motherfuckers always want to come on here asking questions and shit ain't contributing fucking nothing. Ain't contributing nothing, boy. Go over and drop a bitch $50, $100 for sitting up here arguing with another bitch and talking about that's progression. Kill me with that shit, dog. Kill me with that shit. Thank you, ladies, for writing my Cash App right there. It's on the screen. If you ain't got Cash App, sign up for it. You get $5 for free. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't even got to do nothing. Sign up for Cash App if you got a debit card. That is, a lot of y'all niggas ain't got bank accounts. That's why you ain't donating nothing. You understand? Don't think I ain't peeping. Niggas be out here 40, 50 years old, never had a bank account, never had rental history, never had a fucking mortgage history, never went to college, never went to a secondary school, never even tried to get a certificate. Out here talking about they the voice of the people. Shut your pussy ass up. Women ain't the only ones who bitches. Yeah, I hear you. Some nigga named Devok. You hear the tap dance for the bitches. Huh? You just the motherfucker we saw about. Stay right there. You hear the tap dance for the bitches. Been here 4 months and no subscribes. You hear the tap dance for the bitches. The sisters. You hear the tap dance for the sisters. Huh? Let me get you and this motherfucker out here. I figured y'all was together. I just couldn't figure it out. But I could tell by the last things you and that cocksucker were together because y'all was the only two laughing at that goofy ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it knocked them motherfuckers out real quick. Yeah, you with them too. You with them too. I told you, most African Americans basically work as fucking liaisons for white supremacy nowadays. They do all the work that white supremacy can't do. Ain't that right, white folks? That's why y'all like these motherfuckers talking so much. Ain't that right? Huh? Ain't that right? Let it be known. Ain't that right? You love, let's see how 30 people jumped out of here when I said that shit. Ain't that right? They don't know. I know. I grew up with you motherfuckers. I know how you operate. You let this shit go on and keep on going on the way they're doing it. You let these bitches talk. Bitch, you can't call me a Are you black or white? I'm getting tired of white people running around calling somebody racist. You black? I hear you. I'm talking to Rebel 7. You black or white? It would be no more white people in 2025 talking about anybody racist. Shut your bitch ass up. Play jumped out because they're probably sick of all this freaking racism talk. Okay, well, you can take your ass the fuck on then, you fat fuck. Who gives a fuck what you got there? They're probably tired of this racist talking. Why are you angry? They're going on the motherfuckers. This nigga's name is Cookie Monster. Talking about angry. Now I'm talking like a man. You remember what that was like? Huh? Before they chopped your dick off? Do you remember what that was like? Huh? Before your nuts got grabbed up by that situation you in right now? You remember what it was like to talk like a man? You remember that? Huh, John? Cookie Monster? That bitch that made you change your screen name to Cookie Monster, nigga. You understand? Let me see something. You've been on here for 7 years, got 1 subscriber, so you've been a full-time spectator. So I know you a run-of-the-mill motherfucker, because a nigga wouldn't take 7 years to motherfucking make something happen. You understand what I'm saying? And you still ain't made nothing happen, so you a full-time spectator. Get your bitch ass the fuck up on out here talking about why a man angry. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck who you are. These are whole motherfuckers. You so right about I think they dumbass is doing something. I'm trying to tell you, the majority of most niggas nowadays, whether they're coherent of it or not, they're doing the what's the name? Shut up, motherfucker. I ain't talking about motherfucking nothing you asking. You want to ask a question, donate. These niggas be getting in here thinking everybody, nigga, I'm worth something. I worked for a record company for 17 years. I was just with multiple record companies the other night. You understand what I'm saying? I don't answer the questions of motherfucking normal motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying, nigga? For real, I don't even like your motherfucking vibe. I'm gonna get you the fuck up out of here. I don't like your screen name either. It seems weird. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, long story short here, yeah, I don't be fucking these sucker ass niggas, bro. That's all they do is any nigga that got time to sit up here and yeah, they simps, bro. They simps. And I'm telling now y'all seeing it. Don't you see it now? These is grown-ass men. Why you calling the black sisters this? Because all of them ain't good, nigga. No, all black niggas ain't good either. All Latin niggas ain't good either. So what we supposed to pretend? Like all black women are angels or some shit? They do no wrong? That if you gonna say that, then what's the pillar of society as far as woman and imagery? A white woman. And we know damn well all them bitches ain't innocent. So how the fuck are black bitches all innocent? These bitches be out here doing all kinds of fucking underhanding, lacking shit. Talking shit, they'll sit there and smile with you 1 minute, and then as soon as the right bitch come around, they'll switch the whole fucking conversation around. These bitches are racist. They don't like white women, the majority of them. They'll make fun of you. They'll make fun of you if you date a white woman, but then they will say, oh, doesn't Eve have a beautiful family? And then they'll put the narrative out. Well, the reason Eve and the reason that Serena had to go get a white man because the one black man was successful enough. So she had no other choice. Well, bitch, if it's a rich black man and he can't find a rich black bitch, what's his excuse? You see what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. I don't have to be particular, bitch. I don't know you. There we go with that communist shit. Let me help you out with your conversation. Nigga, I don't need your motherfucking help, Maddie. I don't need your motherfucking... Nigga, did you donate anything? Then shut the fuck up. That's what we do with niggas that won't shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So sick and tired of these simp ass niggas coming in here talking about not all of them. They gotta said all of them. So what, bitch? I'm rude. I'm rude as fuck. I'm in the New York City tri-state. So what about it? You can leave. How long you been here, bitch? You been here for 1 month with no subscribe. That's the best when y'all got so rude. All these motherfucking hoes running around all throughout America, shaking ass, motherfucking fighting in the middle of the street, cussing everybody and anybody out. You talk about our rude. You think that's supposed to embarrass me in front of who? White people? Bitch, I live around white people. I live in Connecticut. I've been here all my whole entire fucking life. Go suck a dick, you fucking tap dancing, wannabe motherfucking accepted ass bitch. Fuck out of here. The facts do hurt them. The facts do hurt them, Diana. The facts do hurt them. Get up there. That's like you ain't said nothing wrong, man. I appreciate it. Y'all make sure to show some interest and hit the cash app. Throw in $5, $10. I told y'all I'm traveling, man. I'm trying to get back at it out here in these streets. Y'all don't want me to do it. They scared to have me back out here, boy. They scared to have me back out here. That's why the niggas are trying to. They's like, yo, we got to slow that nigga down. He can't come to the Diddy trial no more. Don't donate to him. We got to slow that nigga down. He can't go around New York blogging to all them places he been blogging. We got to slow him down. This is the craftiness of bitches. And y'all niggas sitting around, my brother. Nigga, put something in the cash app, nigga. Don't call me your brother. You be rude as I motherfucker want to. This is my channel. I ain't got what the fuck I'm supposed to respect motherfuckers for? When I say, let me tell you something. This is the funniest shit in the world. When I talk nice, the niggas don't want to donate. When I talk fucked up, the niggas don't want to donate. When I talk real, the motherfuckers don't want to donate. But really what it is they don't want to donate because you a nigga. You understand what I'm saying? The black bitches, they don't want to donate because you a nigga. The white niggas, they don't want to donate because you a nigga. A lot of Latinos, they don't want to date either because you a nigga. So really the canvas of the conversation is I'm a man with masculinity talking the way I'm talking, and it bothers a lot of people. It bothers a lot of people. You understand what I'm saying? They can't take these conversations. The conversations they used to, when a motherfucker say you're so rude, it means that they're used to being coddled. In the past couple of years, I've noticed here on this app that a lot of motherfuckers have gotten to this whole decadent octave in their voice, right? So the decadent octave in their voice usually dictates something they're trying to be but never been around. Let me give you an example. I live in motherfucking Connecticut. This is one of the whitest ass states in the tri-state area. This is whiter than Jersey, whiter than New York. This is white out here, all right? You know what I'm saying? And I grew up around these folks. Latter part of my life, they're friends of mine, buddies of mine, and all of them are authentic. You understand what I'm saying? So ain't no 170 people broke, Mark. Ain't 170 people broke. They just refusing to, because this is a bitch centric. In a way, in a minute, I'm gonna be moving my whole shit out of America anyway. Like, this is not the place to be no more. Trust me when I tell you that. I don't know what happened during that pandemic, but it did something to people, especially the women, that is just, it's irreversible at this point. It's to the point now where black American men don't even want black American women in bulk. They don't even want to be bothered with them. This is a harsh reality. That's why you'll see these what do you call them little things they have? The little get-togethers, you know what I'm talking about, where you go and meet and greet and shit like that. Niggas are not even showing up when these bitches have these motherfucking meet and greets for dates and shit. Niggas are not showing up. In multiple states. You don't believe me? Go look. You'll see 14 to 15 different posts with black women talking about, we had a singles event, nobody showed up. Yeah, because y'all fucked up. You got fucked up personalities. You all think that y'all worth something. Y'all think you're better than white women, Spanish women. You're better than every woman that's walking the earth. You're better than every man except for the white man who you want and lust after, but never lived around. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You're just not good women at bulk anymore. You understand what I'm saying? We know as soon as somebody white comes into the circumference, you're going to sell the niggas out. So it's like, why the fuck with this woman? Why the fuck would just leave them alone? They seem more like they want to be lesbians in the sisterhood more than they want to be with a man anyway. But these will be the same bitches. They'll use this catalyst. I'm so successful and I'm so educated, I can't find a man. As if there's no black men in college. There was niggas that went to college with you. You didn't want to fuck with them. I went to college. You know how many bitches, excuse my, you know how many chicks I was trying to talk to when I was at college? I had this one particular chick. Her name was Jen. Beautiful girl. You know what I'm saying? Oh, nigga, shut the fuck up. There you go with that one. You know what I'm saying? If you talk, and mind you guys, remember, if you talk against a black woman, then her resolve is, you're gay. What's up with this? This is what I'm trying to tell you. I would never, ever, in this point, have a child with one of these women. This is a community they have. Don't you get it? This is a community of shamers, liars, and con artists. Get the fuck out of my face with that bullshit. Shanti, man, I appreciate that donation, B. Appreciate that. Ain't nobody else? Can't speak bad about them, but again, no hold, no punches. Oh, Shanti, I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say about the hoe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of, look, I got a nigga that's in jail right now doing 30 years because of a bitch lying. You understand what I'm saying? 30 years because of a bitch lying. I'm not going to hold off on the broad. You know what I'm saying? I won't. Bitch, what the fuck did you just say to me? I wouldn't say you gay, just had bad experiences. So the rest of the United States is having bad experiences? I'm the only one. Listen, so everybody else, when they dealing with black women, based on consensus right here. Maybe you haven't studied enough, bitch. Maybe that's what it is. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, you're new here. Okay, so let me run a course with you real quick. Let's do this, love you. And if I'm right, bitch, you better donate some money. And I say that lovingly. Let's check out the numbers, why don't we? Let's check out the numbers here with the Siskas. Single. Hold on, matter of fact, why I keep doing this? Number of single black women in the United States currently. Let's get the numbers. Okay, so this is 2023. This is the last one that they have. But I want to show you what I mean by nobody wants these women anymore. While an exact current number isn't available, in 2023, 48% of black adults in the United States were single. About half of black women, 49%, were single in 2022, a significant increase from previous decades. The term single here includes they have never been married or divorced or widowed. Percentage of single black women, approximately 49% of black women have never been married as of 2022. Comparisons to other groups. Black women are more likely to be single than white women. Trends. The trait of being single has increased significantly for black women over the past few decades. Unmarried versus single. Sources often use unmarried or single to include those who have never been married or divorced or been widowed. Female-headed households. This is what I was talking about. In 2023, 25% of black households were headed by a woman without a spouse presence, which is more than double the rate for all women. Let me read that to you one more motherfucking time when I tell y'all niggas that this is a bitch-ran culture and y'all allowing it to be that way. Shut the fuck. Get the fuck. Female-headed households. In 2023, 25% of black households were headed by a woman without a spouse present, which is more than double the rate for all women. Huh? Huh? Nobody's marrying y'all. Nobody wants to date y'all anymore. When we have singles events, men are not even showing up. You want an example? I'll show you. Shit. Let's do that. Black women hold singles event when no one shows up. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Let's do this one. Hold on one second. Black women hold singles event and no one shows up. I'm going to play this for y'all. And I want y'all to see this shit for yourself, okay? I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of doing this. I'm tired of it. Niggas can't get it. Fuck it. The hoe can't swim, she gonna drown.
Because when I walked in, it was packed. And what do you think I saw? What do you think I saw?
What'd you see?
Exactly what I thought I was gonna see.
What?
80 women sitting alone. No men in sight. None.
I saw so many black women try to solve a problem in dating by starting to host events in person, trying to create third spaces to facilitate dating like offline. And you know what would happen every single time? The men were not signing up. They would be selling tickets to speed dating, and they would always end up with men's tickets on sale. Always, because they weren't buying any. Just the other day, a big account that I follow for black creatives did like this cute bit thing where they were like, hey, send us a profile about yourself and we would love to post it and like play matchmaker. Sounds like a cute idea, right? Not one single man sent their profile in. And mind you, this is an account that has well over 100,000 followers. It's just time to stop. It's time to stop. They have made it very loud and clear that they do not.
We just left the event. So I think we were just saying that we think that we've actually hit rock bottom. No, it was actually. We think we've actually hit rock bottom, and I think we were either punked, catfished, or like a sick kid.
This video is much.
Nobody's showing up for you bitches no more. Nobody's showing up for you hoes no more. I can show you some more. You want to see some more? Let me know in the chat room if y'all want to see more videos, because I got about 35 more of those right now available. Anybody want to hear any more? Huh? Anybody? Let me know. Say what? What'd you say? I want to read some of this shit somebody said. Thanks so much. Crickets. Exactly, Shanti. I had a homie of mine named Shanti. That's why when I read your name it was funny. My man's from Mount Vernon though. Niggas want to date, not to be ridiculed. Exactly. Being ridiculed, being reprimanded. Like some bitch came up in here talking about, y'all hit the cash app up, man. And we'll do more. We'll keep this shit going. I keep this shit going to 7 o'clock or so. I ain't gotta be nowhere until 10 o'clock tonight. It's on y'all though. But hit up that cash app though and let me know something. If you ain't got cash app, sign up for the cash app. You'll get $5 back instantaneously as soon as you make your first donation or spend your first dollar. What's the name? If you don't want to do that, I've got Venmo in the description box. We also have PayPal in the description box. Y'all give me 1 second too. Let me let them people know that fuck with me that I'm live. People, I have to let my people in the what's the name know that I'm live. So just give me 1 second. I ain't even reach out to them yet. All right, we back. Wow, 30 people dumped out because I said I gotta go. Hey, shut up, bitch. Do me a favor. Quit hooking. Quit selling pussy. You been on this motherfucker selling pussy for 8 years, Stephanie. Huh? Quit selling vajay, Stephanie. We know about you, Stephanie. Huh, Stephanie Tillman? And look here. When I come over tonight, leave my shit in the microwave, all right? I ain't gonna wake you up when I get in there. Leave my shit in the microwave, ho. Pug Daddy. All right, let me ask you this. Watch this. Maria, I want to see your reaction, all right? You ready? I want to see your reaction. Natural reaction now, okay? Natural reaction. You ready? You ready, Maria? Huh, Maria? You ready? Are you ready, buddy? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, Maria? Huh, bitch? You ready? Don't worry about that bitch, man. Fuck that bitch. Let me just get her out of here. She gonna circumnavigate the conversation. Let's get this whole bitch out of here. All right. I fucks with you. I got to get back to work. Keep putting in that foot in there next. Will do, Shanti. Make sure you come back through, dog. Make sure you come back through. That's a black man. I ain't with all that shit. Here's some nigga that wrote, would you bump Diddy for a record deal? Nigga, I worked there for 17 fucking years. And this is my point right here. The nigga didn't screw any men. So once again, we got a nigga up in here trying to take the side of a bitch, sitting up here talking about, would you mess with Diddy for a record deal? Nigga, I worked there for 17 fucking years. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, that's what I'm saying. The majority of these motherfuckers, the bitches and the niggas, they'll lie on you. Don't you see that? They're liars. I have never seen so many black lying motherfuckers in my life, dog. Like, not like right now. Like, these niggas just lie. Make up shit. Keep continuing conversations that ain't even fucking there. The bitches then literally motherfucking testified. Like you got what was going on and you still living in the fallacy world talking about, no, this happened. What the fuck more do you know that Cassie and them don't know? Shit is crazy. But back to what I was saying, niggas are not fucking with these chicks no more, dog. They're not fucking with these chicks no more. Now, you bitches are sitting around and y'all like, well, why is he calling us a bitch? Why is he calling us this? Bitch, are you paying attention to shit? Niggas are not dating you no more. Ain't no Diddy like a Diddy party. You mean the Diddy party that had the strippers and motherfucking Cassie present that was sucking cock all night long, holding two of them just like that? You mean that Diddy party? Is that the one you mean? Because that wasn't no other one. Huh? They already went to motherfucking, you are conspiracy, bitch. Because they already went to court and it's already been adjudicated. So get your motherfucking decibel ass up out of here. These niggas are fucking corny. You been here for 9 years with 52 subscribers. I swear to God, you going in the real too. Every nigga that come on, you better pay attention to how many subscribers you got. Because you come up in this motherfucker, I'm taking a snapshot of how many subscribers you got and we going to joke the fuck out of you. You know what I'm saying? We going to have real fun with you with no profile picture. Don't ask me no fucking questions. We don't do questions over here, bitch. You ain't donated nothing. You going to ask questions, you go ask some free niggas. You understand? We don't do no free questions over here, bitch. You want to ask a question, bitch, donate something with your chump ass. I'm on some DMX. Niggas come over here to motherfucking tickle you on your feet and shit. Hey, girl. Nah, nigga. Let me sit up in my chat room with that bullshit. Only person can sit up in here, Lady Sparkle, and a few Ashanti can sit up in here. Everybody else on motherfucking notice, though, nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody else on notice. That's the only two motherfuckers I'm fucking, and the other person that donated to me. Other than that, everybody else on notice. You know what I'm saying? And before Anybody go be y'all motherfuckers before Lady Sparkle go. Just give you some indication. Just to highlight the motherfucking point. You know what I'm saying? You'll go before she go. You know what I'm saying? I wish I had the money to keep you on all day. Yeah, they all say that. All I can say is you are straight up and to the point. Thank you very much, Felicia, because we ain't talking about the black women. We ain't talking about black women that's getting up early in the morning to carry their kids to school. We ain't talking about black women or Latin women that's motherfucking working on their nursing degree. We talking about the hoes, the thots, the skeezers, and the skillywags of this motherfucking culture, and how niggas just want to sit up there and hold praise to these gossiping bitches, when in one time in black culture they would have turned around and said, get that bitch the fuck up on out my house before I whoop her ass. That's what my grandmother would have said on my mom's side. That's what my mom's mom would have said. That's what my mom's sisters would have said. Get this chatty fucking gossiping bitch up out of my house. Now y'all sitting up here holding the gossipers up high. That goes to show you the degradation that's happening in the culture. At one time they used to shame. If you don't believe me, there's a show called In Living Color. Who would never miss Benita? What Miss Benita's motherfucking favorite phrase was? I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. You know why? Because it was shame and gossiping. Miss Benita said what? I ain't the one to gossip, because you ain't heard it from me. I'll say it again. I ain't the one to gossip, so you ain't heard it from me. There was shame and gossiping. Y'all let these raggedy project bitches and bitches with 7 or 8 kids, about 5 different men, get online and change y'all opinion about your own motherfucking men. Y'all niggas is crazy. These bitches is has-been bitches. Has-been bitches. Thank you, Felicia. I appreciate it. Felicia, make sure you hit up that Cash App. I appreciate it. If you ain't got Cash App, hit up the Venmo. If you ain't got Venmo, hit up the PayPal. Let me know if you donated so I can shout you out. You know what I'm saying? That's how we doing it. I'm getting ready to make some moves today. Y'all want to move with me, let me know. If not, it's cool too. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all that last Thursday. Put motherfucker, what's the name? I put design on. You know what I'm saying? Like, what more do you want from me? I had my, it wasn't a whole bad boy team. It was a good amount of us. Some nigga was writing in the chat room. My man, I said, yo, you see what these niggas is right? He's like, yo, Sean, it's about 40 of us up in here. Real talk, you not gonna win. My man's had to stun him. I was like, no, you don't understand. Like, there's certain niggas around me, son, that will, like, literally kill you, like, for fucking with me. I'm trying to tell you, this is not fucking Ohio. This is not Alabama. You know what I'm saying? This is a New York City tri-state. Watch your motherfucking walk when you fucking with me, dog. I'm trying to tell you. I don't give a fuck how big you are either. We got big niggas. We got big niggas. Niggas think they go lift weight. They the only big nigga on the block. No, you not the only big nigga. There's bigger niggas out here. Now, I don't want Super Chat. Super Chat takes money from you. Just like these Google niggas. I told niggas my page is monetized. I made $32 this month so far for 467,000 hits because I talk the way that I talk. So if I want to continue talking the way that I want to talk, that's the type of hit you got to take. Now, if you want me to talk like, hi guys, how's everybody doing? Oh, wonderful. Thank you for hitting the Cash App. Thank you for hitting the Go card. Oh my God, yeah, I like, and everything that's black. You know, where is black women? You mean it's black men? And you know, this is an outcast here. You know, y'all want me to talk like that? Then that's where it's going to have to get. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not doing that shit. That's not me. I don't sound like that. You know what I mean? I refuse to talk like that. I'm a musician. I'm not a fucking podcaster. I just happen to do this shit. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what it is, what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shut the fuck up. You understand? Then we got all these lips-daisical ass motherfuckers. They ain't got no money in here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they take 25% of what the fuck you gaining. You understand what I'm saying? These niggas pay me $32. Last month they paid me $56. And niggas just talking about, why you asking for Cash App? Because we ain't making no fucking money from Google, bitch. Then y'all come up here talking about some brother, sister, da-da-da. You sound broke. Nigga, where did you grow up at? Because don't come in here with nigga shaming. Because I will embarrass you. I worked for a record company since I was 21 years old, going up till I was 38. You understand what I'm saying? I've been more successful than you. I've lived better than you. Little nigga, have you ever had a mortgage before? We're talking about niggas that come from households that never made more than $20,000 in their motherfucking life. On here talking about who broke and who ain't broke. Nigga, my neighbors in the surrounding area here in Connecticut, come talk that shit to them. Go talk that shit to a white man. Talking about, yo, you broke. You sound broke. You can't nigga shame me. Nigga, I don't give a fuck about you. Now die too, Jeremy. How about that? Find a pillow and die, nigga. So you're not allowed to can't have both? What do you mean you can't have both? What are you talking about? What's the square footage of my house? Listen, I don't compete with niggas named Lloyd in a discussion. I ain't compete with no nigga. These are niggas for you. I keep trying to tell you. They always, let me tell you something. You want to compare something? Compare this. How long have I lived in the suburbs and how long have you lived in the suburbs? That's a comparison. How long have I lived in an upscale environment and how long have you not? How many motherfucking mortgages have you had and how early on in life did you have it? Don't be a nigga on here that's 60 something talking about you. How big is the square footage of your house? Nigga, you 60. I had a mortgage when I was fucking 27. What the fuck are you talking about? That's why I refuse to talk to these dumb niggas. Super chat. No, you can go to Venmo. There's a Venmo link in my description box. You can just hop off the video, go to the description box, it's in there. And you got to scroll a little bit under the Cash App information. If you don't have Cash App, you can sign up for that, and it's Venmo. That's the only thing I can offer. All right, that's 3 different ways you can offer. Yeah, I don't be worried about no niggas. Niggas always on. A nigga that always raise up questions like that, those are niggas that want to motherfucking, what's the name? Those are niggas that want to basically compare, do a dick shake with you. But the thing about it is, you go and see, I get my shit off motherfucking stunt. Like anybody that knows me for real knows that I get my shit off stunting on white men. Always have. That's how I was raised. Like, who gives a fuck if a nigga recognizes you? You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if a nigga that don't have nothing recognizes me. Hey, what the fuck is that about? The square footage of your house doesn't make you have good character. That's how niggas think. I'm trying to tell you, this is the difference between black people and niggas. Niggas think like that. Niggas that never had nothing, of course they gonna say something like that. Felicia? Niggas never had nothing, always gonna talk like that. Niggas that never had nothing always talk like that. What are we talking about here? Oh shit, it's just crazy. Y'all let me know if y'all want to spend another hour with me or whatever. Let me know now. I'm gonna take off. What time is it? 4:30? I'm gonna play something for y'all and let y'all hear this. And then I'm gonna be right back. But I'm gonna let y'all hear this. If y'all want to stay here, y'all can stay here. If not, I understand that too. You understand what I'm saying? Because I need me at least a cigarette. If I'm gonna listen to this shit. And we'll get into, I think we've covered the relationship portion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they can hit, if they want to hit the like button, they can hit it. If not, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Fuck them. Like, you got to stop. Like, that's what I'm trying to teach these new vloggers. Stop letting these motherfucking subscribers dictate to you what you can and can't do. You know how they come in my chat room? You can't, you're so rude. Fuck you, bitch. I live in a tri-state. Fuck you gonna do about it? You understand what I'm saying? You have to talk to these motherfuckers like they ain't shit for the ones who want to come in and act like that. And the people that stand up 100 with you, always keep it 100 with them. Other than that, fuck a bitch. Oh no, I see you already. You ain't gonna sneak up in here, ho. Any bitch named Charlene the bitch is not welcome here. Hold on 1 second. I catch a hoe early. All right, so I'm gonna let y'all listen to this real quick, and I will be back in a minute. But first, what I want y'all to listen to is Chicago's mayor, as he explains, hey, Gloria, how you doing? See, I got the utmost respect for Gloria. And a couple other women to be in here. But what I want y'all to hear is this is Chicago's mayor, and I want you to hear what he has to say, okay? I want you to hear what he has to say in regard to what's going on right now. Then shortly after that, what you're going to hear from is the mayor. The mayor out there in Chicago, whatever. Y'all can hear what this cocksucker got to say. I call him Governor Butterball. You know what I'm saying? Governor Butterball gonna tell y'all what's going on. This fat fucking fuck. Definitely, that's what the vibes is. We hoping Pop gonna be home soon, man. We gonna hope, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga in there for nothing now. Trial over. I got 59 real subs and proud. Women seek men who take care of, oh, bitch, shut the fuck up. Don't nobody give a fuck about you or your bastard ass kids. Bitch, keep your pussy closed. How about that? Keep your pussy closed, bitch. Bitch in there. Man, I'm proud of my bastard kids. Fuck you and your kids, bitch. I don't know them little motherfuckers. Bitch always coming in here like we supposed to feel sympathy for their motherfucking kids or something like that. Don't nobody give a fuck about, listen, ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, behind God truth. Don't nobody give a fuck about your bastard ass kids or you. I know that hurt. Don't nobody give a fuck about your bastard ass kids or you. It is not our responsibility to take care of your bastard kids. And there's so many women out here that have this retrospect in the back of their mind that the community or people supposed to care about them and their bastard ass kids. I don't give a fuck about your bastard ass kids. They're not mine. I'm not a stepdaddy. I'm not trying to be a stepdaddy. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't give a fuck about your kids. I don't give a fuck about your life. Understand what I'm saying? Factory. Like, bitches that get that shit out of control. Like, when bitches be running down the street and be having these big ass baby carriages and running into motherfuckers, bitch, don't nobody give a fuck about you and your kids out here. You understand? I'm not saying that not your kids. I'm saying they not my kids. So when a bitch come on my chat room talking about a real man will take care of some stepkids, bitch, eat shit. I'll be back, y'all. God bless.
For weeks in a model that could lead. And there is new reporting. This
Y'all take a listen to this. I'll be back shortly.
What those plans look like. The Washington Post reports that the Pentagon has been planning a military deployment to Chicago for weeks in a model that could later be used in other major cities, according to officials familiar with the plans. It adds that the planning, which has not been previously disclosed, involves several options, including mobilizing at least a few thousand members of the National Guard as soon as September. The Post also reports that the use of thousands of active duty troops in Chicago also has been discussed, but is considered less likely at this time, according to two officials. Overnight, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker said in a statement, "There is no emergency that warrants the President of the United States federalizing the Illinois National Guard, deploying the National Guard from other states, or sending active duty military within our borders." Donald Trump is attempting to manufacture a crisis, politicize Americans who serve in uniform, and continue abusing his power to distract from the pain he is causing working families. On Friday, President Trump indicated that Chicago would be his next target, along with another Democratic-leaning city with a black mayor.
People in Chicago, Mr. Vice President, are screaming for us to come. They're wearing red hats, just like this one, but they're wearing red hats. African-American ladies, beautiful ladies, are saying, please, President Trump, come to Chicago. So I think Chicago will be our next, and then we'll help with New York.
And joining us now is the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson. Mayor Johnson, thank you for coming back to the weekend. Before I get your reaction to the Washington Post reporting and what we just heard in that clip from President Trump, I'm going to play something else President Trump said on Friday with regard to your city.
Chicago's a mess. You have an incompetent mayor, grossly incompetent, and we'll straighten that one out probably next. That'll be our next one after this. And it won't even be tough.
Mayor Johnson?
Yes.
Your reaction to what you just heard.
Yeah, well, listen, the President of the United States of America has repeated this, petulant presentation since he has assumed office. And, if the reporting is actually true, what he is proposing at this point would be the most flagrant violation of our Constitution in the 21st century. The city of Chicago does not need a military occupation. That's not what we need. In fact, we've been very clear about what we need. We need to invest in people to ensure that we can build safe and affordable communities. That's what I've done as mayor since assuming office. It's unfortunate that this president is working overtime to divide in his attempt to conquer working families and to conquer cities across America. But this is clearly a violation of the Constitution, and we're going to remain firm and vigilant in our commitment to ensure that our democracy is protected and our humanity is secure.
Mr. Mayor, it sounded like you said the White House had not been in touch with you at all about this, and I just want to make sure that I heard that right.
That is correct. There has been no formal communications from the Trump administration to my administration. There's been no formal communications from the White House to our governor. At this point, again, this is all, I believe, an attempt to frighten and to raise anxiety across America. Here's what we're doing in Chicago. The fact of the matter is violent crime is actually down in Chicago. We've reduced the homicides by almost 32%. Shootings and shooting victims, we reduced that by nearly 40%. Robberies are down 35%. there's certainly more work to be done, but we are moving towards building the safest, most affordable big city in America. And what the Trump administration is attempting to do is to roll back the hands of time and take us to a time period in which we know from the civil rights era, where Dr. King described this type of act as one of the three evils. The militarization of our society is not who we are as a country. And I'm going to remain firm and vigilant to make sure that we're actually doing the work that works. And what we have seen in Chicago, when we invest in people, we drive violence down, whether it's investing in youth employment, investing in affordable homes, and quite frankly, investing in our Detectives Bureau, where we have revamped our entire detectives division to be able to solve violent crime. And we have a clearance rate of almost 77, 76%. And so we're solving crime, we're reducing crime, we're investing in people, and that's what's working for the people of Chicago.
Mr. Mayor, one of the things that we talked about on this show a lot, and that me and Jonathan talk off air about a lot, is that this doesn't appear to be actually about crime. Because the cities that the president has talked about, these major cities, all of that crime has gone down. In Chicago, we have down 13.3% in year-to-date totals, 7.1% down in Washington, D.C., 4.9% in New York compared with last year. It's declining over and over and over again. You see Oakland, Los Angeles, and Baltimore, cities that the president has also talked about. I guess when you're talking about you're gonna, you and the governor are gonna protect the folks there and make sure that this doesn't happen, what are you guys planning to do? Maybe you don't want to tell us your plan, but folks, I think, watching want to know that there actually is something that folks can do, because, you said it's unconstitutional, but we've seen this president ignore many things that folks have said are unconstitutional, that weren't constitutional, and him going ahead and plowing ahead and doing them anyway.
Enjoy the intense flavor of Lavazza Dolce Vita.
Oh, grazie. This is Las Vegas. Venice. I'm confused. That is good.
Yeah, well, again, look, the 10th Amendment is actually quite clear where states reserve rights, and that's an important thing to note. And we will, take up legal action if necessary. Whether it's my Department of Law or working with the governor, we're also in communication with our Cook County Board President. We're all aligned in the city of Chicago. In fact, this is the time for all of us to come together in this moment. And there are some political differences, certainly, that we do have in Chicago, but I think in this regard, we're all very clear that the Trump administration is clearly in violation of the Constitution, and it's pretty straightforward for us. You either support the Constitution or you do not. Those are the only two positions that you can take, and again, whether it's legal actions, as well as the community as a whole coming together to push back in a very dramatic way against this administration. Because, look, as I said before, we're doing the work here in Chicago, and you mentioned other cities around America, and whether it's, what Brandon Scott is doing, Randall Woodfin is doing in Birmingham, Justin Bibb in Cleveland, my other counterpart, Mayor Johnson in Milwaukee, Karen Bass, Barbara Lee. I mean, these are all strong leaders across this country that have made critical investments in affordable housing, youth employment, mental and behavioral health care services. We are investing in people, and quite frankly, the most vulnerable people. What this president is doing, he's declared a war on poor people. I remember when we had presidents that declared war on poverty. That's the opposite from this administration. Picking on homeless people, picking on the most vulnerable, that is not what the people of Chicago are going to stand for. And so we'll use all means necessary to us to ensure that we protect the Constitution and we protect this beloved city.
Mayor Johnson, actually, I have two questions, struggling with which one to ask you, but I'll start with the more substantive one. Eugene asked you if you had any communication with the White House about the plans that were reported in the Washington Post. I'm wondering, what communications have you had with Governor Pritzker about what is to come, about federal intervention, especially since President Trump has been talking about sending in the military in some form to Chicago since his first run in the office between 2017 and 2021?
Yes, well, the governor and I We just spoke a couple of days ago. Our teams are in constant communications, as well as with our board president. There is an incredible strong alignment here. And, to the point that I made earlier, the president does not have the constitutional or legal authority to federalize the National Guard here in Illinois. It would be, again, a clear, flagrant violation of the Constitution and federal laws. What we've said here repeatedly, and this is the conversation that the governor and I have on a regular basis, if the president was actually sincere about reducing violence in Chicago or anywhere else in this country, he would not have taken $800 million away from violence prevention dollars. We've seen in his nasty bill where we've seen the largest concentration of wealth placed into the hands of the ultra-rich. It reminds me of, Justice Brandeis, who said, listen, you can either have wealth concentrated into the hands of the few, or you can have a democracy, but you cannot have both. And this president has attacked everything that's sensible about our society. He's taken food away from families. He's taken medicine away from families. He's defunded our education system. That's the opposite, the antithesis to what we're doing here in Chicago, investing in affordable homes, investing in small businesses, making sure that the most vulnerable people have access to high quality education as well as health care, including mental and behavioral health care. So the governor and I have been very clear that not only is he in violation of the Constitution, we have to remain committed to ensuring that we're investing in working families. Look, the National Guard is not going to put food on the table. The National Guard is not going to, reduce unemployment. The National Guard is not going to give people access to health care. This president, of course, has demonstrated that he is inimical to the interests of working people. But here in Chicago, a pro-worker city, a city that said, yes, we can, a city that said, keep hope alive, right? This is the city where resistance came alive. Dr. King said, if we can do it right in Chicago, we can do it anywhere in the world. And that's what we're doing, building safe and affordable communities across Chicago. If the president was sincere about those type of investments, he would not be prancing around the country using unconstitutional means to ultimately extend his authoritarianism rule.
Mr. Mayor, in the time that we have left, I just want to get your reaction to another thing in the Washington Post story, and I'm reading directly here. It says, the use of thousands of active duty troops in Chicago also has been discussed, but is considered less likely at this time. We saw him do that with active duty Marines on the streets of Los Angeles. What would the reaction be in Chicago if the President of the United States does indeed put active duty military on the streets of Chicago?
Well, again, the city of Chicago does not need a military occupied state. That's not who we are. And I commend the work of Mayor Bass, my colleague, and all the folks in Los Angeles who stood up and fought, against this, authoritarianism. Here's the bottom line. They don't have police power. There's nothing they can do. These are federal troops. They do not go through the training that our police officers go through, so they cannot even enact police authority.
But Mayor Johnson, they don't have it now.
The president has, that's a good point, but the president has spent hundreds of millions of dollars to arrest 9 people in D.C. That clearly he's demonstrated that he doesn't have a level of consciousness to understand what it takes to run cities, not to mention an entire country. And so, look, we're going to remain firm. We'll take legal action, but the people of this city are accustomed to rising up against tyranny. And if that's necessary, I believe that the people of Chicago will stand firm alongside of me as I work every single day to protect the people of this city.
But Mayor Johnson,
he said, protect the people of the city, right? That was Chicago's mayor, Brandon Johnson. Now, I want you to hear Brandon Johnson also grilled in assembly a few months ago, to be specific, 8 months ago, about overspending. Now, I want y'all to hear this. Brandon Johnson, during the, I guess you want to call it the migrant crisis that we had here in America, or whatever the case may be, spent multi-millions of dollars. Take a listen.
Sad to say the same. Earlier this month, it's not the same city it used to be. That's an understatement. And tonight, I'm here in Chicago, a place I've been visiting for years and years. I love this city, but I'm sad to say the same thing is happening here. These cities are crumbling under liberal leadership. Chicago has a huge problem with illegal immigration, but Mayor Brandon Johnson refuses to do anything about it. In fact, he's refusing to let police cooperate with ICE.
Would you consider setting up CPD perimeters around public spaces in Chicago?
Many working people and poor people need government to show up for them. The Trump administration has caused so much consternation and division. Look, we are a welcoming city ordinance. Our local police department will not ever cooperate with ICE.
That's a shock that it has a 26% approval rating, but the good news, it's up from 6% in February. Here to react, former Illinois Governor Rod Blagojevich.
% approval rating. But did you hear what the nigga said? He said, we'll never cooperate when it comes to this situation of migration. And mind you, it was under fucking Biden's administration that all these motherfuckers came in, not under Trump. Let me continue.
148 illegal aliens to your sanctuary city. So I'd ask you, sanctuary from what?
If you're referring to the number of individuals that were bused from Governor Abbott without any coordination, the 52,000 individuals that were seeking asylum, those individuals were bused to us. I passed a bus ordinance to work to coordinate with the governor of Texas. He refused to do that. But that transfer of individuals was the result of the governor of Texas, not the result of a welcoming city ordinance.
Welcoming city ordinance. So you're not welcoming these people that came here illegally?
The individuals that were bused to us from the border.
They were not welcome in Chicago? You didn't welcome them? You didn't provide them sanctuary?
So the welcoming city ordinance is pretty straightforward. It allows for our local law enforcement to focus on local policies, and that's why we're seeing a decline in violence.
So you don't care about federal law enforcement policies, only local policies?
We comply with all laws. What I do care about is this body, Washington, passing comprehensive immigration.
So let me ask you this. Chicago residents reported 28,443 violent crimes during 2024 alone. Cases of aggravated assault rising to the highest level in 2 decades.
Y'all need to hear that again?
About federal law enforcement policies, only local policies.
We comply with all laws. What I do care about is this body, Washington, passing comprehensive immigration.
So let me ask you this. Chicago residents reported 28,443 violent crimes during 2024 alone. Cases of aggravated assault rising to the highest level in 2 decades. Now, also, state funds, $160 million, were issued to illegal alien job assistance shelters in Chicago.
That's your man.
You're the mayor of Chicago.
That's your man.
Do you think that your residents or the residents of your state should be paying for that more than they should be paying for their own needs, their own roads, their own public safety?
Is a federal hearing.
You, the people that came illegal,
a federal
whether
hearing.
They were sent to
Love
you,
you.
or not, or
a federal
that
hearing.
Reside in Chicago. Who elected you? And who do you serve?
The people of Chicago elected me as the 57th mayor of the city of Chicago, and we serve all the residents of the city of Chicago.
Illegal or not, criminal or not, how many of the 662,566 illegal aliens with criminal histories that ICE has reported are now residing in Chicago?
Someone will have to get back with you with that number. I don't keep account
Do you take immigration information from criminals as they're arrested and processed? Do you take immigration information?
Listen.
Our local law enforcement focuses on getting all violent individuals off the streets of Chicago.
Do you determine whether they're here legally, what their immigration status is as a function of your justice system?
Gentleman, time's expired, but please feel free to answer the question, Mayor.
He wouldn't even answer the
The
question.
Welcoming City Ordinance ensures that our local residents communicate and trust local law enforcement to ensure that criminals and crime is being addressed, and
We
that's
have
why
no
violent
idea how
crime
many are illegal.
has
Thank
gone
you,
down in
Mr.
the
Chairman.
city of
I'll yield.
Chicago. Thank you very much.
Chair now
Mr. Chairman, I have a unanimous
Conduct.
request.
They said that's enough, nigga. You not answering is enough. You still don't believe me? Hold on 1 second. Here's the peoples 9 months ago talking about this motherfucker.
Get rid of the illegals, and that'll take your money right back.
You're a criminal. Why do I got to address you? The feds need to address you. DOJ need to address you, and hopefully Donald Trump will address you. Because you're going to protect the undocumented, while you're going to allow for the citizens in Chicago to suffer.
Dog, come on. You leave that loser where he is. He's a loser. He's a loser.
Who they talking to? Oh shit. They was talking to Brandon Johnson. Y'all want to hear it? I got
At
y'all.
a city council
I
meeting,
got y'all.
Chicago Mayor Brendan Johnson, he ordered the removal of people protesting his action on
This was
migrants.
9 months
Watch
ago.
this.
You caused all this money to go to illegal immigrants, not Harold Washington. You're gonna be held accountable for it. You're trying to cover up where our money actually went.
But it's your fault that because you gave half the money to illegal.
You still feel like you have to harbor these illegals, which is not a good idea. Can you do the job, Mr. Brandon Johnson? And it's looking like you can't do the job.
Okay, Pastor Corey Brooks joins us now. He is Project Hood CEO. Pastor, if the election were held today, would Brandon Johnson still be the mayor?
Well, without a shadow of a doubt, he would not be the mayor. You know, we're in the midst of a leadership crisis in the city of Chicago. We just had a budget approved, but it was just to appease the present voters. It does not do anything for us long term. We're suffering from the leadership as it relates to what we're going to do with the illegal migrants and illegal immigrants. And so if the election was held today, there's no question about it that he would definitely not win based upon his past record.
What's the answer to the migrant crisis in Chicago? Mass deportations?
Well, the answer is yes. We have to have some mass deportations. Those who have come into the country illegally, they must go back to their country. That's not to say that we are a country of immigrants, and so we want to welcome immigrants, but we want people to do it legally. The stance that our mayor has taken, that he's not going to work with President Trump and all of those who are
He had
involved
decided
in the
this 9 months
deportations,
ago.
is not the stance that most Chicagoans are taking. Most of us understand what needs to happen, and we support it 100%.
What do you think happens when ICE operatives, ICE agents, go into Chicago at the urging of President Trump, specifically to get the migrants out? What happens when the ICE officers arrive?
Well, we believe that when those officers arrive, that they're going to find some resistance. They're going to find a government that does not want to work hand in hand with them, that not just at the local level, but at the state level as well. But there are citizens, and I believe the Chicago Police Department, we support the Chicago Police Department 100%, and we believe they'll do a good job at helping ICE and helping those who are going to cause these mass deportations. But there has to be some collaborative efforts.
The Chicago officials cleared out the largest homeless encampment in the city. Some were relocated to apartments and shelter beds. But residents told the Chicago Tribune that the city needs to have a better approach to tackling homelessness. Okay, what's the answer to tackling homelessness in Chicago?
As I said, you know, we have so many problems that we're facing, from the budget problem to the crisis of illegal immigrants down to the homeless situation. And what we're going to have is partnerships, better collaboration between public and private partnerships to make sure that we're able to help individuals who find themselves homeless. What the mayor's office is offering now is not a solution. It's not a fix. It does not address the long-term problems that we're facing as far as mental illness and addiction and crime with all of these homeless situations. And so we have to do a better job at making sure that we take care of the citizens. This is one of the areas that a lot of people are complaining and having so much of an uproar. They feel like, listen, you've done everything to take care of illegal immigrants, but now you are not taking care of the people who find themselves as Chicagoans and American citizens. And that is the #1 problem that this mayor's office is facing.
Pastor Corey Brooks, thanks very much for joining us this morning. May I wish you a Merry Christmas this year.
Pastor, that was back in December. That was just December. And at that time, it was like, we hope when Trump comes in office in January, he cleans up this shit. So that means we're now in the 8th month of the year, 9th month of the year, coming up. That was 9 months ago. 9 months ago that you heard all that shit. Then the first video that you heard was him giving his dissertation in front of the cameras. He did that just for that in front of the cameras. I guarantee you, if you ask the citizens of Chicago right now, they're going to have a very different outlook than they was before. Second thing I would say to you, I saw somebody write in here. He said, and this was fucking hilarious. Where did he write that at? Where is that shit at? This was hilarious. Where is that motherfucker at that wrote that shit? Yeah, here it is. Emperor Crack TV. Your ancestors fought with brown people. Bitch, shut up. You Párate tu boca, entonces sabe. 13 years. It's always them niggas. 13 years he been here. 13 years he been here. All right, my friend, it's time for you to go. Before, when you was over here, you a vlogger. Let me get you up out of here. I don't trust no vloggers up in here. I just had to read that. Yes, some citizenry is already looking forward to it, supposedly. Is a Band-Aid on a damn mutated... Exactly is. See, they was going to try that shit in Detroit, but they chose L.A. Yeah, I heard about that in Detroit. Shout out to Detroit. I ain't got no problem with Detroit. My man's from Detroit. I hear you. I hear. Who he talking to? Tim. Who is Tim up in here? I ain't seen no Tim. I look for him. I see him. You can't make this shit up. You can't. Lady Sparkle said, I laugh emojis. They call these people racist and white supremacists, laughing my ass off. They do. They call them racist and white supremacists, and I'm like, yo, put it where it be at. I mean, I had people come in my chat room call me niggas and all kinds of shit. Y'all done seen it with your own 2 eyes. Guys, make sure y'all double tap that screen and hit the like button. Double tap that screen and hit the like button. Also, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App, $STRINGERBELL80. If you don't have Cash App, sign up for it with my link. You'll get $5 back. Also, make sure you hit up the PayPal and the what is that? I keep forgetting what it is. Zumo, Venmo, whatever account. If you don't have Cash App or whatever the case may be. And the fact that I missed 20 people because I'm promoting myself is sad. It's sad. And who's the lady in here to keep lying and saying she donated $25? Ma'am, you did not donate $25. You donated $5. Quit lying to this audience and telling them that you donated $25 and you kept the show going. That's not fair. Don't lie like that. Don't say that you donated $25. You donated $5. That's how much you donated. And I recognized your $5 that you donated. I see her in here. What's her name? I saw that earlier, and I was just like, let me wait till the video go, and then I'll talk about it. Where's she at? She wrote in here. She said, I donated $25 to keep the show going. Where'd you donate the $25 at? I don't give grown men money, but I like listening to you, so I donated $25. Where's the $25 at? Where may I find that at? Diane Hardeman? Huh? Don't come up here and be tricky now. Don't come up here. Y'all give me 2 seconds. Don't go nowhere. I just want to see something before I call out. Diane Hardeman, you did not donate no $25 to my Cash App, nor my PayPal. So I don't know. Like, if you donated it, let me know where so I can correct myself. But I can't stand when people lie about Cash App. That shit is corny. They are conflicting immigrants and illegals is the problem. I just told them that last night, man. I get tired of talking about the shit, really. Like, the reason I played that was a pure example I was trying to point to you was this. Brandon Johnson had been saying for months he wasn't going to cooperate with Trump. Brandon Johnson had been saying for months that he didn't overspend on the budget for taking care of people. Brandon Johnson had been saying for months a whole bunch of shit and had town meetings where people of color, specifically black people, were sitting there with Brandon Johnson telling him, hey, listen, this is a problem here in Chicago. Not to add on the crippling effects of crime and homelessness and everything else is going on in Chicago, people told him. And still, Brandon, there's no problem here. There's no problem. Huh? Problem? No, Chicago's fine. Let me tell you something. Friend DJ Academics used to run a show before he got famous. It was called The War in Chirac. He ran that page. How many people remember The War in Chirac from DJ Academics? He ran that page, I don't know, no less than 4 or 5 years. Never fell short of material. You know what I'm saying? And I know to go out to everybody out in Chicago and say they're bad guys or nothing like that. Well, let's just say Chicago, New York, LA, and Miami, and Texas. Y'all know we known for some fucking violence. Is that fair? All right, cool. So let's not pretend. I don't like to pretend and shit. Like that lady pretending. You should know that she ain't in the chat room when I said, "Man, why are you telling people you donated me $25 when you only donated $5 and you wait till I'm not around and think I ain't gonna see the what's the name?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy the way that black people are thinking nowadays. Y'all dudes got to stop listening to women, bro. Brandon Johnson looks like the type of nigga that listens to women. He damn near talks like a woman. See, he knew what he was doing. You can't dismantle all these system jobs without a secure replacement plan. It's no way. That's exactly right. They're conflating immigrants and illegals is the problem. I don't think illegals and immigrants are the problem. I come from an immigrant father. You know what I'm saying? My mother's Black American. So it's like for me, it's a little bit different. I think the immigrant that you're getting here now is totally different, and it's a different location. A lot of y'all don't know because y'all not privy to it. And I'm not saying you're uncultured, but let me explain. There's a difference between Latinos. I don't know if y'all know this or not. Very big difference. There's Hispanics, which you would call, I don't know, people from certain parts of the Caribbean. You understand what I'm saying? Then there's Latinos, and then there's Caribbean Latinos. Caribbean Latinos are like me. You understand what I'm saying? Often are usually like black or black looking, if you want to say, and I don't know how to explain it. Been here usually over the past 50 to 60 years in the United States. So you've always had Cubans, you've always had Dominicans, you've always had Puerto Ricans. A lot of Puerto Ricans are black. You can go to Puerto Rico right now, Caribbean Latinos. You can go to Puerto Rico right now, and there's literally a tourist attraction. You can visit probably, I think it's like 5 or 6 of them there, where they used to bring slaves first. Like a lot of African Americans, they're not aware that the actual, what y'all call the Atlantic trade slave trade, it actually started in the Caribbean. It was bigger in the Caribbean before it became in the Americas. They extended to the Americas. But before, it was in the Caribbean. Queen Isabella, Spain, everybody over there. Anybody's privy with history. I'm very big on history and science. There was already a continent from the Portuguese and the Spanish. You know what I'm saying? And so, long story short, what you had was you started getting different positions. Like, I'll give you an example. A lot of people don't know the story of the Dominican Republic. Let me explain it to you. Dominican Republic was actually a hybrid of Germans and Spaniards who had conquered Muslims. Believe it or not. At one time in Spain, the Muslims ran what you now call modern day Spain. You can look this up historically. There's plaques in Spain to commemorate this. There's even effigy within the paintings and everything else that depict this. Black Madonna, Black Jesus Christ, etc., 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 on and on and on. So the Muslims at one time ruled over Spain. Now you have the modern day Spaniards, which are really like basically Romans, if you want to say, of the day. They come into that same region, conquer it over from the Muslims, and now they adapted what you now call and what we now speak as Spanish. Now, the funny thing about it is, these were holy people. Amongst those numbers was a people called the Dominican Friars, which later on became the German Dominican Friars, who actually explored the Americas, and actually German Dominican Friars. And if you don't believe me, anybody who's Dominican in here, would you please point them to the direction that right in Dominican Republic, there are several different historical sites that have this exact same writing on it in commemoration of the German Dominican Friars and Vincetti. Am I correct? Okay, I thought I was. So anyway, continuing on, because I know I'm right. Anyway, long story short, and that's not to be cocky, I know my history. Long story short, after that, the German Dominican Friars, they came throughout and they conquered again. This time where it was called Hispaniola. Hispaniola is what you now call Haiti and the Dominican Republic. They came in and conquered that. Funny thing was, they wasn't counting on the French to come in and conquer and kick their ass. So the French come in with Napoleon and his troop after he's on his world domination tour. They come in and they say, hey, listen, we want this part of the land. We're willing to fight you for it. Fight suits. They take that over. They split it in the contract and they say, hey, you can have this, you can have that. Kind of similar to the same thing that happened with the English kicking the Dutch's ass in New York. If y'all don't know, the original name of New York was New Amsterdam. You understand what I'm saying? People that's really from the tri-state or got family lineage from the tri-state know this. It used to be called New Amsterdam. There's a a statue that commemorates, right? Bryant Park, New Yorkers know this, is a statue that commemorates this very landing in what's the name, Park. A lot of y'all that was at the Diddy trial, y'all didn't know where the fuck y'all was and didn't even realize y'all was actually in 5 Points. 5 Points is where, if you ever seen the movie Gangs of New York, all them fights and all them shit you seen happen, all them people living in poverty and all that shit you saw, happened right there in that area, right there where y'all was at the courthouse. That whole area is what they're depicting in Gangs of New York at the Diddy trial. That it's the same area, it's 5 Points. So that's the Lower East Side if you don't know. So anyway, there's always been this domination from Portuguese, Spaniards, Dutch, the French, Spaniards, or whatever. But the thing is, the immigrants that you're getting now, these immigrants are from Latin America. Latin America is like Venezuela, Peru, Ecuador, El Salvador, places like that. And then the Caribbean Latinos are made up of like Puerto Rican, Dominican, Cuban, even some in Jamaica, a couple other places. But it's a big difference. Some of the people in Latin America have never said, except for Peru. Peru has a black Peruvian population, believe it or not. And that was brought about in slavery too, and Indians. But and same thing with Mexicans. Mexicans have a black population, but it's not many. And they live in a small, secluded area that's miles away from Mexico City, or really even real civilization. Anybody that's Mexican in the chat room, please verify that. But anyway, long story short here, they're very different people. So when they come to America, they're unlike Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Cubans, even though they may, some of the white populations with them, it's more social when they're like racist, and they're not racist to the extremes that you'll get people from Latin America. Latin American races are very different than Caribbean races. Caribbean races do what they do and say what they say, but they'll keep the monitor. Well, I still like rap music, or I still like this, or I know I dress like a black dude, or whatever. But Latin Americans, they don't give a fuck about that shit. Most of them have been idolized to worship nothing but white culture. You'll find the same thing with Japanese culture. You'll find the same thing with Chinese culture. You'll find the same thing with a couple other different brown cultures, including, most importantly, Indian culture. East Indians and South Indians can't stand each other because one is lighter than the other. You know what I'm saying? Or one is darker than the other. So you have instances of this all across the world. You know what I mean? But with this particular batch, a lot of people say would emphasize some of their hostility, some of their notions. And a lot of people down in Chicago pay testament to this. A lot of people in New York pay testament to this. So that's why you see those people, they're complaining. What's going up, by? That's why you see those people complaining. I like, entonces sabes, salud la gente, entonces sabes, siempre. Porque la historia, pero la gente negro, americano, entonces sabes, esta gente ahí se no sabe en la mente. Entonces sabes, son un clero ahora. So, you get a lot of these people that are in the country, and not all of them are bad. But if you've seen some of those videos, there was one video where niggas was walking down Old Block in Chicago with rifles in their hand, firing up in the air. You know what I'm saying? Esta me grica, toma, yo te ando cuesto, toma. And these were Venezuelan niggas. Now, if they did the same thing in Venezuela, niggas would have came out there and chopped them niggas up. Factory. You understand what I'm saying? You now running around with this 6 niggas in Venezuela talking about boom, esa mi barrio ahora, tú sabes, yo tiene la cueto, quiero problema, huh? Yo tiene, toma. You're not doing that. It's going to be about 20 niggas that run out the door, and they're like, yo tiene la machete, toma. They're going to take you up, they're going to do something to you. Trust me on this. The same thing in Dominican Republic, same thing in Cuba, same thing in everywhere else. Niggas don't play the same way, bro. So that's why I be like telling niggas, I be like, yo, it's not that the migrants are a problem. It's little specks within them that are a problem. And these problems are criminals. There were already criminals over there, but they were sanctioned a different way. The criminals over there were scared to do a lot of the shit that they're doing over here because they're under this deluge that you can do what you want to over here, say what you want to, and who gives a fuck? The worst thing they can do is deport me, right? Now, that's what they used to do. That's what they used to do. Now they prosecuting you, keeping you here, and then when you finish the bid, then you can get deported. So my point is, I think that's more Trump was simply emphasized on. I don't think that, quote unquote, niggas got to worry about too much. I think you're overreacting. Trump ain't coming in there because he give a fuck about what's the name. He know niggas naturally gonna go in the house. I done heard testimony from several people from DC that's black. Talking about, yo, it sure is quiet around this motherfucker. I got one video of a nigga talking about, yo, I ain't been able to walk around this city for years without having to watch myself. You know what I'm saying? So You feel that? All right, Diana sent that 25 now. All right. Don't be done. Gonna be up in this motherfucker telling no porky pies, Diana. All right. You know what I'm saying? You stay. And Diana, I'll take that back because a lot of motherfuckers be over here lying all the time. You know what I'm saying? And Diana, it's not about, you should never have no hesitation because it was something in your diatribe. But I just want to say this, guys. I'm going to get back to the story here. You should never say in your diatribe, this goes for any black woman. You should never, let me tell you something. I done had days and I've been on here. Y'all don't know this. I done had days and I've been on here and I've really put foot to ass how I felt because of disrespectful African American women that come on here and say all kinds of shit to me. From, you ain't really black. That's a new one they run through. You ain't really black, bitch. Yes, I am. Tell my mother I ain't really black and say, and tell her to her face. My mother almost 70 and she'll get busy with you. You know what I'm saying? For fucking with her son. So tell my mother that. Tell my birth certificate that. You know what I mean? My father's name is on my birth, on my shit. So it doesn't matter. If you study that much about me, you should know that. It clarifies it quickly for you. But anyway, long story short, fuck all that. My point is this. You should never, ever have come out your lips on a public forum that usually I don't give to men, but this time it's an exception because I'm going to tell you why I say that. Because it gives the imagery and it gives the perception, and this is why I say you bitches trying to gloat a lot. I ain't calling you a bitch, Diane. Don't take that the wrong way. You bitches sitting out here trying to gloat, acting like you the next top shit is going to backfire on you. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason it's going to backfire on you, 318,000 black women lost their jobs. You understand what I'm saying? So when you throwing out motherfucker last month, 318,000 women. I can look up the report if you want me to. It seemed like a lot of us need each other. You understand what I'm saying here? So don't you get on a public forum thinking it makes you look better with the sisterhood. Fuck the sisterhood. The sisterhood gonna help you pay for that motherfucking water bill? No, a nigga like me will. The sisterhood gonna help you with your kids and their back to school clothes? No, a nigga like me is. What's going on, girl? A motherfucker like me is. So I'm telling you, and Heather, shout out to you, because you know what I'm saying, you walked into one of these conversations, support me. But let me tell you like this. You will never get, unless she's an extreme misandrist or extreme feminist, you will never get a white woman or a Latin woman, definitely, that will hop online. Let me tell you something. I see women from Latin America. These bitches will be on the back of a moped in the rain with Poppy delivering food. You understand what I'm saying? Let me say that for you one more time. Your best asset right now to all black women, you lost 318,000 jobs, and it's not going to get better. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to get better. All this shit is tied in. The shit I'm talking about Trump, the shit I'm talking about the deployment, the shit, all this shit is tied in. Y'all don't get it. You're being set up with that type of ideology. Listen, Diane, listen, I'll read your comment in a minute. I'm not reprimanding you. Just listen to what I'm saying. And I want you to spread this to other women. This shit, with us arguing, is a trick. And it was used before on the plantations in the Caribbean and in the fucking United States. It's to divide you. 4 niggas stay in control, Mammy, Steven, House nigga, and the motherfucker in charge of the fucking field health. Those are 4 motherfuckers that stay in control. And then there's niggas that are up under them. Those are the niggas that will seem privileged on the motherfucking whistling on the plantation. Y'all have fast forwarded and gone back into that once again. You understand what I'm saying? And you let it be via corporate America, a space that never wasn't meant for you. And I got this one video I'm going to throw up later on where this black woman talks about black women do not belong in these positions. What they need to do is start these companies on their own and hire everybody. And I don't know why y'all ain't got that in 2025. That's why I bought it out before. The only way you're going to survive, like I said, I done seen 15, 20 times was shorty from Venezuela, fucking Ecuador, Mexico. That bitch will be on the back of her motherfucking boyfriend's scooter helping him deliver food. Hell, going to home with him or wherever the fuck, they will make it. You need to have that type of love with each other. If y'all don't have that type of love with your own men, you will survive. You won't survive. Who's going to defend you? So don't you ever feel the need to say, hey, I usually don't donate to men. What the fuck does that mean? What if I said I usually don't donate to single mothers? You see what I'm saying? That doesn't, you see how that affects out? So you can't be out here and say, I don't usually help men, but at the same time, a lot of you chicks are asking, can you help me? Pay attention. I don't usually help chicks that motherfucking ain't my kids. You understand what I'm saying? But before I got with my ex-girlfriend, I was on my 12th set of stepkids. You understand what I'm saying? I done provided Christmases for kids. I done provided birthday parties. I done provided all kinds of shit for kids. Back to school clothes one time, and these weren't even my kids. I ain't never come out my mouth, but these ain't my kids, so I don't need to help them. Nah, I ain't never did that. So don't you ever, especially if you got a son, don't you ever sit there and talk about you don't give men money. What you meant to say was you don't give niggas you fucking money. Now that one I can live with. I would never do that. I really enjoy your conversation. That's why I say I truthfully don't give men money, but your conversation is good enough. I'm not, listen, I'd rather for you to stay here, Diane. That's what you're not understanding. See, that's another thing with a lot of black women. You can't talk to them because they're hearing what they want to hear instead of hearing what I'm saying to you. Listen, Diane, I want you to stay here. If I didn't, I would have cussed you out and blocked you after you donated the $25. I'm not no sucker nigga. So what I'm telling you is I want you to stay here. It's not dependent on your money. I liked your vibe before you first came in here. I'm trying to compromise and have a conversation with you because I see some of these vloggers, they do that. Now, usually I don't coddle a bitch. I'm hard on a bitch. I ain't gonna lie to you. You understand what I'm saying? I don't coddle bitches. I don't. And you see how 7 people jumped out of here when I said the word bitch. They'll go to another female's podcast where she's using the word bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you hoes are starting to look like y'all motherfucking lesbians. And somebody need to tell y'all. Y'all look like y'all lesbians nowadays. Let me tell you why I say that. Anytime you take that elk, you'll never find a nigga online, unless they talking about defending men, that will be like us as men. I as a man. Have you ever heard a bitch say that lately? I as a woman. Bitch, I can look at you and tell you a woman. You gotta, like, I kind of want to hit it. I can tell you a woman. Why you gotta announce to me, I as a woman? Anytime a chick start the conversation out like that, just know there's some bullshit to follow. There's some bullshit to follow. You should never be non-interested in helping your own men. And this is the same ideology that follows in when a lot of you girls go and set up your own businesses. That's another mistake you're making. These girls, when you watch them, they'll go set up their businesses, and this is the thing they'll brag about. And I got an all-female staff. You ain't got no muscle in there. So what if somebody come in the store and try to rob y'all bitches? Which y'all bitches gonna jump them? Y'all bitches are losing your muscle. Baby girl, let me tell all y'all in here. Some of y'all some good women in here, and I acknowledge you as good women, whether you donated or not. My point is this. Bitch, you always need your niggas. You always, listen to me, ho. You always need your niggas. Niggas are the backbone of every motherfucking revolution. You didn't know? Pope Constantine ain't had them motherfuckers. He couldn't have took on the Muslims. Every culture always needs their rebel rousers, niggas, and shit starters. Just in case some shit go left. Y'all done became so soft, docile, and decadent, having these little conversations like, what's that guy's name? Mediocre Tutorials, Queens boy. I like him. He gets online though sometimes, and it sounds real feminine in the delivery. And the other day he was like, I'm a boxer, Nigga, ain't nobody out here fighting. Somebody been and shot your ass the fuck up. Tell him, come on, let's go at it. Come on, put him up. This nigga flip-flop back and forth like women. He sound like he for the niggas. Then the next minute he sound like he was trying to reprimand. I forgot what that wrestler's name is. His son beat some nigga ass or whatever. But the nigga was talking hardcore shit. Nigga, you talking hardcore shit, you might get your ass whooped. Who knows? He beat his ass in a wrestling ring, put the dude in submission or something like that. You know what I mean? You were telling the truth. I'm over 60 and I'm still listening and learn. We all learn, man. I'm in my late 40s now. Everybody learn off something. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me just share this. Be thinking I'm up in here and I'm all against them and shit like that. Nah, I'm against motherfucking niggas that sit around and talk about this. Yeah, we black, we together, we all this, that, and other, third, and then be like, no, but I don't help no men out. Do you know that this is why it's always amazing to me? I worked in corporate America. I started out working at Bertelsmann Music Group, BMG. I went from BMG to Atlantic Records. These were all our distributors. From Atlantic Records, yeah, Rampage Johnson's son, exactly. From Atlantic Records, we went over to Interscope. So I've been effectively with 4 different record labels. I can put that on my motherfucking resume, right? Pay attention to what I'm saying. When I was working at this company that I was working for, most of y'all know, which that man right there on the screen owned, Bad Boy Entertainment. This is the funny thing. All the Puff staff originally was black and Latino. It wasn't up until like 2011, 2012, he started letting other people in. I mean, there was always white people here and there, but I'm talking about that bulk. You understand what I'm saying? And I said, this is where all this weird shit started happening, around about 2011, 2012, wasn't it? When the Cassie shit, this nigga going over having drugs and shit, and we never knew this nigga was high. We just thought the nigga was this off one. You know what I'm saying? Because he would come in, he would yell at niggas every now and then. He would yell at me. He ain't yell at certain other people around us, but we would hear him yell at niggas. We hear him go off on niggas a couple of times throughout 17 years. But I ain't never seen him put paws on nobody. I ain't never seen him smack nobody, but he will cuss a motherfucker out. Sometimes you gotta cuss a motherfucker out. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, it is what it is. But I think once he started, and I'm not saying white people to influence, I'm just saying, I think once he started integrating himself into another world, that's when things started coming to a fry or whatever. And that's what happens with a lot of these women. A lot of these women are going to corporate America and then giving you the imagery that they're being accepted and they're having an easy day or whatever. But I found a sequence of videos with black women talking about exactly the opposite. Talking about horrible times they're having in corporate America. Talking about horrible times they're being harassed. Talking about horrible times they're going through. They put in their resume for the past 8 months and nobody's hired them based on their name. Did you know that a name goes a long way? Like, for example, my name's Davin, D-A-V-I-N. Very easy to spell, very European sounding, if you want to say. It's a European name. My name is Davin, D-A-V-I-N. So it's very European sounding, very easy to come off the bat. But one point about it is, it's very eloquent. It's more eloquent than the name Mike or the name Mark or something like that. No offense to anybody named Mike or Mark, but it's more eloquent. It's very quickly, and it's a way of saying a name, and it actually stretches out. You know what I'm saying? So my name, and you resonate in it. Let's say your coordinator today will be Davin Lewis. See how that rolls off the tongue? Now, you could say your coordinator today will be Shananda Johnson. A lot of people don't want to hire Shananda Johnson. And you bitches know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about, because you've been through this. If you put your name, Shananda Johnson, or Paquisha Jenkins, or Maria Santiago, in a mix of a whole bunch of bitches named Mary, Caitlin, Kathy, shit like that, go look at the demographics right now. And there's a study for this. You can see it for yourself. I know a lot of y'all get mad, but there's a study you can go see and go search out right now. You'll see for yourself. Names matter a lot in the hiring game. So that's one opposition you come up against. Second opposition you come up against, a lot of people have a preterm notion, like I'll give you an example in the service industry. They say in the service industry, black women are some of the hardest women to deal with because you're always going to get shitty service. I didn't say this. This is what the survey said, okay? I didn't say this. This is what the survey said. So this is how people feel. Whether they're right or wrong, or they're exaggerating their thoughts, this is how they feel because they got shit they exaggerate about us. My point is this. You will not get called. What's your name again? It's on the screen. D-A-V-I-N, Davin. D-A-V-I-N. So anyway, once again, like I said, you understand? Once again, like I said, you get these women that have been searching for work for 7, 8, 9, 10 months and they're not telling you. You're going to find out even more right now. You know what I'm saying? Here goes another one of these football niggas talking about have you been to a Diddy party. What is a Diddy party, Steve 323? Is it the shit they talked about at trial? Was that the Diddy party? Just give me 1 second, y'all. I want to get this retard off of here real quick. Is that the Diddy party you talking about, the one they described during trial? That one? The one that was all up the squad? Is that one right there? Because you sound like a complete bitch right now. Carrying on girls' conversations. Go take your moist ass and get the fuck up off my motherfucking channel, nigga. Get the fuck up off my channel, you goofy ass nigga. Then the nigga says yes. See what I mean? That's another man willing to keep the narrative of a woman because he was raised by a woman. They got to pay attention. There was 6 motherfuckers along with him. Oh, you good, B? You good? You good? You good? You guys make sure to hit the Cash App and tap the screen 2 times. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. I appreciate it if y'all would. Let me share this real quick. I hear you what you're saying, but you don't make yourself out to be more elegant than anybody else because your name is Davin. I'll tell you what, Lisa, I want you to get a girl named Shanandra, right? Because first of all, you don't hire people. So you even adding to the conversation. Do you hire people, Lisa? Hold on. Let me now make an assumption. Do you hire people, Lisa? Come on, answer the question. Yes or no. It's quick. Yes or no. You can wear Y or N. Lisa, do you hire people? Come on. Come on. What's taking so long? What's taking so long, Lisa? Lisa, do you hire people? Are you in a position you can hire people? You notice that hoe won't answer that question? You weak ass bitch. Let me get rid of the bitch and I'm going to read your comment to her. I always know a weak bitch. Weak bitches is always the loudest. I hear what you're saying, but you make yourself out to be more eloquent than anybody else. He think he better than us. No, bitch, that's your self-esteem. It's a figment of yourself and how you view yourself, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I've dealt with that my whole entire life. The point is, this bitch's name was Lisa. And she didn't understand what I was saying. Right. Let me read this to y'all real quick. Let me read this to y'all. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find a video first. Because, like I said, these people, they hear what they want to hear, but don't hear what's being said. Double tap the screen, y'all. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. Those people that are against the nigga, hold on 1 second. Ghetto names versus white sounding names in the work environment. Street psychologist. Okay,
Ghetto names versus white sounding names in the work environment.
Brown people are too stupid to follow the same rules that white and Asian people do. Okay? So standing in a straight line, raising your hand to speak, not mouthing off to the teacher, not throwing desks across the room, not getting up and janking weave in the middle of a lesson. Like basic human stuff. Like we live in a society. And the fact that behavior that I was calling out was saying I was a racist for calling that out. I'm like, no, you're racist because you don't think that black kids can act like white kids. Brown people are too stupid to do.
That's crazy. She said you don't think black kids can walk like white kids. Still don't believe me? Here's another one.
Look, boys and girls, the only reason there are white people is because black people came here first.
Oh, not this
and
bitch.
They faded as.
I don't pay attention to her. I always think she's an ass kisser. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. I've got y'all. Boom. Here we go. I want you to hear this one because somebody was screaming out Detroit earlier. So let's take it from real stories.
A woman denied a job because of her name. An email from her potential employer called that name ghetto. And she's not the only one to get that response. Ricky Mitchell outside Mentality in Brookfield with how the company's responding.
Mentality Health has multiple Midwest locations, but it was a receptionist job at this location that Quintella Fields says she applied for, only to receive a hurtful response in return.
First, I thought it was a joke.
Quintella Fields recently started looking for a new job and applied through a third-party site at Mentality Health in Brookfield. The quick response looked legit until she got. Unfortunately, we do not consider candidates that have suggestive ghetto names.
That's pretty offensive, so...
Y'all ain't hear what they said. Y'all ain't hear what... Let me run it back for you.
And applied through a third-party site at Mentality Health in Brookfield. The quick response looked legit until she got to the line that said, unfortunately, we do not consider candidates that have suggestive ghetto names.
That's pretty...
Y'all ain't hear it again? I'll give it to you one more time.
The quick response looked legit until she got to the line that said, unfortunately, we do not consider candidates that have suggestive ghetto names.
That's pretty offensive, so, yeah, I was pretty shocked and then I was hurt.
She contacted the company who told her the outside job board was hacked. In a statement posted on the company's website, Mentality says it's working with law enforcement and, quote, we share the anger and frustration of those who received these bogus emails. What do you think about that response?
Seemed like the typical response. If someone's in trouble over the internet, so it's just a hack.
Quintella isn't the only job seeker who received this reply. According to local news reports, 2 women in Missouri also received the same email.
I just want to know why did that person thought it was okay to just target, one group of people.
The company says it's considering legal action against the person responsible for the hack, and it believes that a disgruntled former employee may...
You think that's it? Oh, I got more for you. Hold on 1 second. Well, hold on 1 second. I can do it from right here. It's so many videos I would have to like fast forward to a place, but I want y'all to see what I'm talking about. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just hold on 1 second. Yep, there we go. Okay. Woman denied job because of ghetto sounding name. While specific high-profile stories of women being denied jobs due to their ghetto-sounding names have gained significant media attention, these incidents are part of a larger systematic problem of hiring discrimination based on names. This bias is not limited to specific cases, but a well-documented phenomenon supported by numerous field experts, experiments, and research studies. In 2018, a lawsuit was filed against Vitality Health, a Missouri health clinic, after several women received rejection emails stating that we're not considered candidates because they have suggestive ghetto names. The applicants' names, the women including Darnisha, Harmisha, and Harmisha. Darnisha and Harmisha had applied for a customer service job position at the company. The company's defense, the clinic's owner claimed the job board was hacked. The aftermath, the incident became widely reported case of blatant discrimination leading to a lawsuit arguing that the company's hiring policy violated Missouri Human Rights Act. Now, this is in Missouri. This is not in New York. This is not in California. This is not any in the major cities. This is in fucking Missouri. Okay. 2003 field experiment in Boston and Chicago using fictitious resumes and stereotypically white-sounding names like Emily and Greg versus African-American sounding names like Lakeisha and Jamal found that white names received 50% more callbacks and interviews. Artificial intelligence. More recent studies have demonstrated that AI-powered resume screeners perpetuate the same biases as human recruiters. A 2024 study showed that AI screening tools favored resumes with white associated names over those with black associated names. Okay, even for identical resumes. I mean, if you had the same education, you had the same background, if your name is Lakeisha, Shanisha, or whatever, 9 times out of 10, Emily, Caitlin, or like I said before, it's going to get hired before you. Legal standard. Discrimination based on names is illegal under the Title V or the Title VII of Civil Rights Act, which prohibits discrimination based on race and national origin. This is because name discrimination often seen as a proxy for racial or ethnic discrimination. That's exactly what they're doing. Anybody else want to argue, talk about names like that dumb bitch Lisa? That's because your name is Gavin don't mean you think you better than us. No, nigga, you just got a low self-esteem. You don't think much of yourself. Y'all know this already, though. Don't name these kids ghetto names if you want them to go far in life, because a single name will make you have another route in life unless born into a wealthy family. That's all I was saying. Davin and my sister Valerie. Understand me? So my point is here, I'm not making fun of anybody. What I'm trying to point out and I was trying to make a statement about was this. You know the problems with names and shit like that based on the fact that a lot of y'all named Darnisha, Shaquisha, some kind of Keisha, Isha. You know understand what I'm saying? Based off that fact, you know how hard it is when you trying to get a job. Now imagine how hard it is when they already scared of a man, and they more scared of a man than they are a woman in any situation. And his name is Darnell, Jamal, Abdul, Raheem, some shit like that. My name's Raheem Jenkins. I went to school for 4 years, but they're not gonna hire a nigga either. They less likely to hire a nigga. So when you having problems with your own hiring practices and you got to sue motherfuckers and shit like that, but sit out with your titties poked out, talking about, well, I'm a top model. No, bitch, you're tolerated because you're looked at as weak. You're looked at as weak. That's why. Ain't no white man scared of no black woman, physically. But if I get the fuck up in the meeting and I say, you know what, Bob, I don't like that shit you said to me the other day in the bathroom. Come outside for a minute, motherfucker. Let's talk about it. See, that right there, that's the fear. You know what, Jay? I've been at this job now, Jason, for fucking 10 years, and y'all still ain't gave me a fucking raise yet. Can we talk about it? They're fearful of that. Even back in the slave days, they used to give Mammy provision over the rest of the slaves. And Stephen, or Sambo, was second in charge, and he listened only to Mammy and Massa. Anybody want to argue? Okay. Everybody set? Okay. Everybody still think it's weird about the names and shit? Okay. Your name is the first thing that will get you back in the door. He gonna back down because it's a man. If you getting attacked by a motherfucker, would you rather have two bitches screaming, stop, no, stop, stop, stop? Or would you have a nigga, yo, hold on, one motherfucker, say, man, let me crack this motherfucker. You're throwing away your protectors. A white man is not going to protect you. I'm not saying don't date white men. Date who you want to date. But what I'm telling you is don't put priority in other motherfucking men over your own men, because at the end of the day, these niggas have an innate factor of why they protect you. This is why a nigga that don't know you will stop and even at the very least see what the fuck's going on. If he see you arguing with somebody or something like that and a bitch still won't respect it, tell that nigga, thank you for stopping right now at 10 o'clock at night. I appreciate you, brother. Say that instead of being some smart aleck bitch that walks away and don't have nothing to say whatsoever respectful, or don't say nothing at all. Bitch, I didn't have to stop. We're not protected. I won't say everybody. Every Keisha I know ain't a troublemaker, but I get what you're saying. Every Jamal I know definitely ain't a troublemaker. Every Abdul I know ain't a troublemaker. Any of those other names I mentioned are not troublemakers. There's many Johns, that's your name, right? That also you got to throw in the equation are mass male, white male shooters. There's a lot of Johns, if you don't remember, if you haven't ever looked up the demographics, that are white males that are specifically articulate in the skill of, what do you want to call it here? SA? Because if you don't know, white men lead in sexual assault in the United States. Did you not know that? You didn't know that? Oh, never mind. As far as this Trump thing concerned, let's circle back to that. As far as this Trump thing is concerned or whatever, I will say this. First of all, Brandon Johnson is full of shit. The mayor out there. So fuck him. Let's get you out of here. So fuck him. Second thing is, thank you very much. Make sure y'all hit up the Cash App. Show me some love, man. I'm about to travel tonight. I might, you know what I'm saying? If y'all treat me right, I might stream. The other night I told y'all the same thing. What happened? Designer was on there. I caught his whole performance for y'all. Had Designer up close and personal and everything else. Whatever was in the VIP area. Y'all ain't even peep shit. And I'm like, these niggas still ain't donating. I went live there and niggas still wasn't donating. So at this point, it's just basically you hating, you don't like niggas, or either two, you're a misandrist and what do you call it? One of those toxic feminist bitches. And I mean, that's cool. That's who you want to be, whatever. But please take your ass away from here if you ain't going to help out or donate or something like that, because I'm doing good material here. Ain't nobody talking like me. There's going to be some niggas try to pretend to try to talk like me soon. Watch. Yeah. An inclusion of ghetto names, I can do that too for you, but you know what I'm saying? I ain't getting paid for this shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. I'm gonna keep the show going though. Now, I've said what I said. Trump, you do what you gonna motherfucking do. These mayors and these governors couldn't keep the violence down. We had a sister who were elected and fucked up the hood for everybody, and everybody want to give her a pat on the back. I forgot what that bitch's name was, but she was the one that orchestrated this whole goddamn defunded the police shit. Who was in charge of that shit? What's that bitch's name? If anybody know her name by the time I look up, let me know. Because I don't respect her. I knew that was a bad idea from the get-go. I said, well, you know, I can see where they can make some mistakes right there, but I'd rather make some mistakes. As long as nobody get hurt than sit there and have motherfuckers walking around freely with guns. That's why I'm glad Trump did that other shit the other day too, and he ended cashless bail system. She was the one that did that shit too. What is that broad's name? Who is the woman that started defund the police? I forgot her name. Well, they took it back to the days. Oh, it was three of them. Andrews AOC, Cori Bush. I think that was the one it was. I think it was Cori Bush. She was the one. Yeah, she was Cori Bush. Defunding the police went viral. And this was back in 2020 before the pandemic started. So if a lot of y'all don't know, this whole fucking defund the police shit backfired, really. You understand? And it really took, you know, you can talk how you want to talk. I said this line on my channel a million times, and I'll continue to say it. Sometimes it's just good goddamn police work. Officer, we don't want them niggas over here either. Take them. We don't want them niggas over here. Them niggas is 40-something years old. They still out here shooting and knifing each other. Get them niggas out of here. Babies over here. Give the babies a chance. But these niggas and these bitches are so selfish. They'll be like, nah, let's embrace that. You know, so-and-so coming home on the 5th. What that nigga do? Oh, nah, man, he shot a couple of niggas doing the cookout when the kids were out there and shit. Let's welcome them back. I got 10,000 for him. You got, you know what I'm saying? You go get some clothes for him and shit. Like, they'll do more for the criminal coming home that shot around kids than they'll do for the nigga graduating from college or something. Oh, my love. Y'all got to change some of this shit in your culture, son. And you got to do it ASAP. You ain't got no time to waste. And white culture, you got to change some shit in your culture, too. Y'all motherfuckers are running around here inherently fucking prejudiced and racist when the motherfuckers that defend you in the military services are, in fact, black that are giving their fucking lives for your punk ass. You understand what I'm saying? Who are, in fact, Latino, who are giving their life for your punk ass. You understand what I'm saying? Now, I dare you disrespect any of those people in the military, disrespect any of those people that are holding positions of governor, anything like that, or whatever. And your ass, the extremity of your motherfucking life's experience has been working at the local barista as fucking Starbucks. It's disgusting, the shit I've seen. There's black fatigue shit, then there's a counter white fatigue, and then there's a Latin fatigue page. I'm tired of every fucking body shit. How about that? I'm tired of everybody shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me share this real quick. Guys, make sure y'all hit up the Cash App. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. Double tap the screen, hit the like button. Double tap the screen and hit the like button. And make sure you hit up the Cash App. $STRINGERBELL80. Especially the fucking men. I'm not what you calling me. I don't even know what the fuck that means, but goodbye. You look suspect. I was talking about the police, nigga. Sometimes it's just good goddamn police work. You know what I'm saying? Officer, get this motherfucker up on out of here, officer. He fuck you all right, Wentz, you stay here, dog. I ain't gonna knock no nigga for being broke. You think I'm one of them suck ass niggas that you're broke. Who the fuck rich? Man, I went to the motherfucking grocery store the other night. I thought I had to take out a fucking loan. You understand what I'm saying? I said, whose titty around here I gotta suck to get a discount? Thanks, first time see you. See you again. Stay grounded. Thanks, John. John, make sure you hit up the Cash App on your way out. Double tap the screen and hit the like button if you're coming back, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're coming back, John, make sure you hit the Cash App or hit the, what's the name? If you ain't got Cash App, we got Venmo, we got PayPal, man. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to get paid around here, man. YouTube ain't doing it. It take 20-something% out of the goddamn, that's why I don't do super chats. A lot of people ask why I don't do super chats. They take money out of that. Google takes money out of everything they got to. So if you anti-system or all that shit or whatever, which I don't understand, and I'm monetized, so I got AdSense. The AdSense, I've been showing niggas the numbers here. Y'all want to see this shit for a giggle? Because people thinking we making millions over here on this AdSense shit. Nah, that's a YouTube is a myth. This shit is a myth, nigga. Let me show you how much I made this month. I done got so now I just let the shit stack. You understand what I'm saying? Because I got to pay taxes on it even though I earned it. Yeah, it's close to 25%. Thank you very much. They want way too much. This shit ain't even working no more. That's why I be trying to tell niggas. And since the algorithm changed, it's gotten worse. The CPM is lower than it was before. So even if you're doing certain, because niggas started getting wind, okay, I can do these type of videos and get more CPM and RPM off this shit. So when you get a batch of niggas doing that, what they do is they deduce the CPM because now they're charging the advertisers less for their spots and slots. So kind of think like the Super Bowl. You know, you got to pay $1 million per slot. These niggas are paying hundreds of thousands of dollars per slot over here on this app. Understands? So hold on 1 second. And may I add, the fucked up part about it is just like and I try to break it down for niggas, just like the streaming shit, the streaming sites for music. Not only are we not getting paid right, but we're getting crumbs. Like crumbs. They're going to keep on deducing the CPM on this shit even more too. To the point where niggas is just going to have to go create their own shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, look here. I'm going to show y'all something. So y'all see this for yourself up close and personal. Here, I'm going to take this off of here for a second so y'all can see. And anybody that's sitting here acting like they don't know what I'm talking about, you're a fucking con artist. I got 467,000 views so far this month, right? People watch my shit, so that's 5.8K watch hours, which is way more than most people. That's what really matters. I gained 770 subscribers, almost 1,000, and the month ain't even over. You know how much I got for all that? $32 motherfucking dollars. $32. That's my revenue. This is what I've garnered in the past 24 hours, 51,000 views. Most of these people are going to watch old videos of mine. You understand what I'm saying? So y'all think we making big money off of here. We're not making big money off this motherfucker. Nah. That's why we encourage people to donate. And so if I do the super chats, they take damn near, like your homie wrote in the thing, damn near 25% from us. We getting fucking fucked over here. $32. He's in the Genesis fight said, yes, it's gotten worse. It's gotten way fucking worse. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, $32. Last month I did better. I had 477,000, and it was one video that took off real well, whatever, and that video probably compensated towards that because the CPM was a little bit higher. Both parties come out better with donations. Yeah. So, and you know what I mean? They got products that they sell. I was selling products on here. They ain't want to fuck with that. So I stopped putting the products up here. It's like it's always a problem. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we depend on y'all. I ain't trying to tell y'all put in big money. I just told y'all, I was like, yo, I told y'all the other night, I'm traveling. I got y'all on the footage. And then nobody donated. But I turned around and I said, you know what? I'm going to stream anyway. Because at first I said, I'm just going to put up $1. No, TikTok is no better. TikTok, listen, you go over to TikTok and you got this type of message like I got. Oh, those broads is coming after you. TikTok is a foreign entity. You got to remember that. They're still a foreign entity. They're not an American entity. Yeah, and then out of the $32 I just showed y'all, they take taxes out of that. So I just been letting this shit stack. I'm just like, fuck it, I might as well just let it stack because the way they're going to charge me per taxes, they're just going to charge me per month. So a lot of people be like, yo, get a job. Nigga, we have to fill out for taxes for this shit. What are you talking about? This is my job, nigga. I filed for this shit. I can file for a tax return on this shit. The tax return will probably be bigger than the motherfucking money they paid us out. Feel me? So, yeah, you skip me with that one. You don't know how this shit runs. Stop running your mouth. You don't know how this shit run. You know what I mean? So, like, I hate when people get on here and they be trying to talk shit to you or whatever. I'll be like, do you even know how this shit run, dog? This shit don't run the way you think it run. And that's why I was telling Diane, shout out to Diane. I ain't fronting on her. But I wanted to segue and use that to segue and talk about this real quick when I was talking about relationships and shit like that. This past, when I was at the grocery store, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I'm talking about it anyway. I was at the grocery store, and I had seen this chick earlier, right? She was a black chick, right? Yeah, I just letting her sit there and stack up because who fuck gonna cash out $32? You understand what I'm saying? Like, it should be a nigga right now to donate me $32. A nigga could donate me $32 right now. And literally all the hours and hours and hours of work that I did would just be there. If you want to really insult me, donate $32 right now. That would be the major insult right there. I would live with that insult. I'd be like, damn, he got me. You want to get me, that's how you get me. Be like, here, nigga, that's your whole month right there. Fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, all right, damn, nigga, you got me on that one, shit. Fuck. I eat that one. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That's how bad it is. A nigga could drop you $30. He'd be like, damn, this nigga dropped me a cash app maybe more than these motherfuckers the whole month. All right, I'm moving on. I don't care. You're black and white. If you say nigga, I don't pay attention to your dub. I don't give a fuck what you pay attention to. Mike Anderson, you want to be nigger. You want to be. You're a wannabe, and you're regular as fuck. Nigga say, I want to move on if you say the word nigga. Well, take your bitch ass on there, you hoe ass motherfucker. Nobody give a fuck. Don't nobody give a fuck. You been here for a year, no subscribers. Don't nobody care about what the fuck you got to say anyway, bitch ass nigga. Who needs your one view? I mean, you already sat here now. Nigga say the shit after he viewed the shit. Nigga, as long as you here for a minute and a half, it counts. I told you, they don't know how this shit rolls. They want PG-13. They want docile niggas. They want soft niggas. You're not going to get me to change that. I'll burn this motherfucker down for that happen. You heard me? I'll burn this motherfucker down for that happen. Anyway, guys, I'm at the store the other night and shit. I did a short about it. They got some lights. Nobody knew what the fuck I was talking about. So I'm at the store. I seen this girl earlier. Same girl. Pretty girl. Pretty. Not the best I ever seen, but pretty. Not the best I ever had, but pretty. You know what I'm saying? So I could tell from a mile away she was Haitian. You understand what I'm saying? There's certain things that give you off that you're Haitian. Mostly your facial features. But this is a light-skinned I girl. So I guess she thought she could, how you say blend in and shit. And she had a cute hairstyle and everything. We on, like, you know what I'm saying? We on public transportation, so it's nothing. Does the hat come in men's? Now, this hat come in H&M. Does your mama's choach come without the block? Does your mama's OnlyFans account come at $2.99 or $14.99? Which one? You've been on here 13 years goofing. Tinsel, that's his name, Tinsel. Been on here 13 years goofing, wasting your life away. Ain't did shit with yourself except being a spectator. You ain't here giving jokes. You've been doing this shit for 13 years and ain't nobody thought you was funny yet. Don't you get it? Don't you get it? Nobody thinks you're funny. 13. I told you all the motherfuckers the same. Anyway, 13 years. You know he ain't say shit after that, did he? Oh shit, I'm busted. You know what I mean? Anyway, I go in the store. We was both taking private transportation. It's nothing. This is what we do in the tri-state. If you ain't been up here, you don't know. So we going to the store, whatever. She peeping me, I'm peeping her. She looking at me, I'm looking at her. I'm thinking, yo, what's popping? You know what I'm saying? But I see something in her. And I notice this out of a lot of girls. A lot of you girls got low self-esteem when it comes to a nigga. You know why? Because you grew up in that, how can I say, you grew up in that era where you weren't supposed to pay attention to men and there was a lot of things missing. One of those things that's missing, excuse me, I'm gonna continue with this on too in a minute, but one of those things that's missing to me, I think, is the fact that there's no love in your music. Like, if you listen to most women's music nowadays, it's like, and I hate this motherfucker, and I want to kill him, and I popped your cars, and I think I might kill my ex, and all this shit. I busted the windows. This is the shit bitches been hearing for the past 10 years. There ain't no love in that music, you know what I'm saying? So these women, they're not naturally in their element of being sexy for a man. And if they are in their element for being sexy for a man, it's for the wrong type of man. You understand what I'm saying? These bitches, like, they ain't never been around no good man, so they can't recognize a good man, no father. They can't recognize a good man when they meet him. A lot of these bitches be meeting your dream husband right in front of you and don't even realize it. So chick is staring at me, I'm staring at her. We eye fucking each other. That's what we call it. And she gets off before I get off. So I'm thinking, like, okay, she must be going about her business, see her around. That was like the third time I'd seen her. So she's familiar with my face by now. I'm familiar with her face. At least to the point where I don't know her name, but I know recognize her when I see her. So there's something there because you do the same thing every time. Yeah, there's something there, but you're not going to allow it. Why? Because of your self-esteem and your motherfucking obnoxiousness. So the first one, I go into the store, and probably 20 minutes after that, I see her in the store. And so I'm walking, I'm not even looking for her, I'm not paying attention to her. She went somewhere else, but it was just in the same circumference. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, you know what? Let me try something. So she walked past me the first time, she smiled at me. So I smiled back at her. You know what I'm saying? So then I stopped and I was like right over by the juices or something like that. It's like it's a narrow corridor. So I had to move to let her through, and I didn't even see she was behind me. Like, I was shocked to see her. And so she wasn't, she's not bad to look at. This is a beautiful girl. So I'm sitting there and I tap her. I tap her on the shoulder. I say, hey, where you from? I just wanted to know where she was from. I didn't want to come up and say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I said, are you French? And that's what I said to her. And she said, well, what do you mean? Where am I from? Or where am I from? Because if you're asking my phone, man, I was like, oh, fuck, this bitch sound annoying as fuck. Like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Right then and there, I was like, I'm good. I'm good. That's your answer? Like, I'm good. You bitches be trying to act too cute. You understand what I'm saying? Like, if you would have responded, even if you would have dissed me, she didn't diss me. It was just, I was turned off by her response. It was like this quasi know-it-all, sarcastic, obnoxious type of, like, rendering. And I was just like, damn, shorty, I expected more out of you than that. You look too, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really would have wiped this chick up. And this was a black chick. She was Asian when she was black, you know? And so she started speaking. You could hear the French all in it. Yeah, I was like, never mind, I'm good. I do that all the time. And a lot of niggas know me, think I'm crazy when I do that. I'll listen to a chick talk. I don't care if you're black, white, polka dot, purple. I don't give a fuck what you are. I hear you talk and you're talking to me and I hear some manipulation in your voice, or more importantly enough, I keep motherfucking, what's the name? Never mind, darling, I'll move along. Okay, you can move along. I don't think that was you, though. You know what I'm saying? Where did this happen at? If that's you, where did this happen at? Right in the chat. I'm talking gander and flight. If this happened, where did it happen at? What store did it happen at? Right there in the chat room, if it was you. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because you're sitting there pretending like it's you. So, right in the chat, what store was it at? Go ahead. Come on, quickly. If it's you, it shouldn't take that long. Come on. Nah. Don't lie in this motherfucker again. You lying here again, you're out of here. I don't like lying bitches. So anyway, long story short, that's what it gave me the emphasis and the posture of. This is someone that in the future will lie to you. My sister, when she did some dumb shit, first thing it'd be like, yo, Val, what the fuck you doing? Huh? Always look for that shit right there. When the bitch say, huh? She thinking of something to lie about. That's at 10 seconds she get to think about something to lie about. No, man, I was saying that's why I would say to her, she was, okay, I got you. I thought you was trying to say you was the bitch. I was like, oh, okay, well, you is the chick that say where this shit happened at. My fault. I apologize for that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta write shit clear though, because y'all see all these trolls in here. And Gander, you had been here for a minute, so I was like, why are they flipping on me? But sometimes it happens, so I apologize for that. I was in the wrong. But and I mean that sincerely. I was in the wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, shorty walked off, and then God was talking to her. I literally went the other way. She went down the aisle. She went left. I went right down the aisle, and then she busted backed up her basket and walked back out the aisle. Wasn't following the bitch, and I was done with the conversation. She runs back into me. You know what she says under her breath? Oh my God, I gotta get out of here. She was nervous to talk to me. That's what it was. So she left. I ain't seeing her no more. I take my time when I'm shopping. So I was in there for like a good hour. I'm trying to find all the sales and all that shit. Like I said, you go in the grocery store nowadays, you got the motherfucking navigate door. You live out the grocery store, you need a loan. You know what I'm saying? That'll be $385. It's only 2 bags. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm a Jew, bro. It's all good. Okay, got you. So anyway, well, make sure you donate, man. We're trying to get the fellas to donate today and hit the like button and shit like that. The fellas won't donate to the fellas, but they'll donate to these bitches. They want to empower women, but don't want to empower their own brothers. I don't understand that. You never get ahead. You'll never get ahead collectively as a human if you only empowering women. This is why these bitches got so much power now. Chris Brown made that Karuchi bitch rich. Kanye, I love you, boy, but you made that motherfucking Amber Rose bitch worth something. You understand what I'm saying? There's a history of niggas making bitches blown up, but there ain't a history of niggas helping other niggas become rich. But if you look in any other culture, you'll find something very different. Keep that in your logged in mind, huh? So anyway, long story short, we've been here for a long time, 3 hours and 32 seconds, huh? 3 hours and 32 minutes. Let me see something real quick. If I ain't got nobody else donate, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick. Cause I don't like talking to people and they just ain't. You know what I mean? I can go and find some other shit to do. I ain't gotta be sitting here talking to y'all. Hold on one second. I just want to see something. If anybody donated, let me know in the chat room right now. If not, I'm just gonna like wrap this up real quick because it ain't no use in me sitting here. I don't sit here usually more than 2 hours if I'm not. But Diane, she donated $25, so I'm gonna sit here for a little bit more. Where's the elegance? This world got everybody flipped upside down. Lady want to be men acting like lady. I think she might have been a lesbian. Let me tell you something real quick, love you. I found that a lot of black women are lesbians. I read some data. It was talking about how black women and Latin women are the most increasing numbers in the LGBT community as far as lesbians are concerned. I also found out, it was shocked the hell out of me, that many of these women don't see themselves wanting any kids at all. They just want to be in that lesbian relationship. They don't want no kids. They don't want no family. The nuclear family is gone. And so this is why you get men, like I read that article earlier, I was trying to tell y'all, that's why you got men out here they'll say things like that. Or like Diane, she said, I usually don't support men. I said, no, baby, don't put that out there in the aura. That's what hood booger bitches taught people. No, you good, you good, you good, you good, D, you good, you good. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the other niggas in here. Like, there's other niggas in here to come in here and listen to me, or listen to me right now. A lot of these niggas too is weirdos. So you gotta imagine that. There's a lot of motherfuckers that listen to me and they don't like me. You know what I'm saying? But I make sense to them. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's cool, man. Tuesday, that's what it is, man. Don't even worry about it. No worries, man. I appreciate it. Now, like I said, I apologize for the shit I said to you earlier. I ain't mean to do that. Guys, make sure you double tap the screen and hit the like button at the very least. Also, make sure you hit up the Cash App. Use my link in the description box. It'll guarantee you $5 back. If you donate $5, you're getting $5 back. Well, you got to lose. Also, and they'll give it to you back instantaneously, too. You ain't got to wait for it. And if you don't have Cash App or don't want to sign up for Cash App, but you're used to using PayPal or Venmo, those are found in the description box too, right under the Cash App link. So make sure y'all hit that up right now, man. Y'all been with me for 3.5 hours, huh? You know what I'm saying? I said my Cash App, and nigga can't say his Cash App on here. I just got to, I'm like, it's funny how they cut the spectrum. That's why I'm going to do this in a minute, because it was just like this black chick I'm talking about. There's no respect for your own when it comes to that community. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, do your thing, bro. Do your thing. You too, bro. There's no togetherness with that culture. So that's why I don't really concentrate on that too much. I try to get the guys to try to, support whatever. Guys don't want to support you. They want to support bitches. So it is what it is. Anyway, long story short with Shorty. Shorty ran into me again or whatever. And she was just fiberglass. It was just like, I got to get out of here. But I saw this slight smirk on her face, a smile on her face. Like she really wanted to talk, but she was just like something was holding her back. Or whatever. Maybe she was a lesbian. Maybe she was just busy with something. I don't know. I don't give a shit. Anyway, there was another black girl in there. I was running an experiment because another black girl, maybe God was messing with me now. So another black girl walked past me. She was real dark skinned, had pretty dreads in her hair. I mean, she was pretty. These were pretty. She kept them up tight. I said, let me try again. Let me see if this black girl talked to me. Same thing. She came off all timid, scared, or whatever. It wasn't me. It wasn't my approach. You know what I'm saying? Because I use the same approach with women from different backgrounds all the time. No, it was them. Same thing. You could tell she was timid. She didn't think it was real. That's another thing. She didn't think it was real. She was like, come on. I was like, all right, cool, peace. And walked off. I do that shit all the time. I'll let you get 2 or 3 sentences off. I don't fuck with you. I'll walk off. Niggas be like, you dissed that badass chick? Yup, sure did. Fuck her. Fuck her. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be another one coming around the corner in a minute. You know what I'm saying? This is New York City tri-state, buddy. There'll be another one coming around in a minute. My point in telling that story is nobody hates women and nobody's beating down on women. The point is, you women are unapproachable in the black community. And that's why a lot of these women from different cultures are taking your men. You're unapproachable. When somebody does approach you, it's all about kiki, he, and demoralizing the guy in the moment. That didn't happen in these particular situations, but you could tell very easily both of those women, they would have preferred. I could tell if I was a white dude and I was talking to them, it would have been no hesitation. They had all their reserves up because I was somebody that looked like them. And I ran into this several times. Y'all give me a second. I got to stand up. My legs are killing me. I didn't get paid for that, so I'm getting on camera for a minute. But it's the truth, man. Oh my God. Ooh, that feels good. It's the truth. And a lot of these girls, they don't want to date you. They don't want to be your girlfriend or none of that. They prefer a white man because in their mind, that's what's been sold to them. And a lot of these girls don't even come from environments that are like that. They come from environments. Y'all excuse me, I'm packing my bag because like I said, I'm about to hop out of here in a minute, for real. I appreciate the people that did support, man. I appreciate that. We had a few people in here that did. It should have been a lot more for 30K subscribers. One person wrote in my chat room, they said 30K subscribers. I heard that's a pretty good check. You know, it ain't. Now, if you're trying to keep it real, if you're trying to keep it fake, it's wonderful. They'll take care if you're trying to keep it fake. You know what I'm saying? You try to keep it 100 with a nigga, oh, you can forget about that. This is the wrong place to be, homie. On the YouTube, you out your mind? Nah. They don't support nothing but fake shit over here. Why you think a nigga could be sitting online and do some shit like this for 15 seconds in a clip and get 100,000 views and a big check? They support stupidity on this app. And they probably always will. And a lot of y'all participating in it by just following the rules like a good boy and gal, like these motherfuckers tell you. They're gonna learn about that sooner or later. Sooner or later. Give me a second, I'm looking for something. But yeah, I think that would be probably my last time. It doesn't go very good for me. Like, I gotta be honest. It doesn't go very good for me when I try to talk to black women as it does when I try to talk to other women. It's either some type of sarcasm or some type of nasty remark or some type of belligerent action or something like that. It doesn't go very good for me. Never has, really. The black women I do attract are like usually like Caribbean women. Like usually. Black American women though, they usually don't like me. They say shit like that girl said earlier. He think he better than us. Just because your name Davin don't mean you better than us. I was like, wow, that's crazy. So let me read this little info real quick about Puff, and then I'm gonna get up on out of here. Of course, yesterday y'all heard me read about Gloria Estefan and her husband getting a case tossed of a man that was suing them, talking about there was tunnels up under Diddy's house, and Diddy had Gloria Estefan transfer me in. I said, I know that's a motherfucking lie. I said, anybody believe that are people that never lived in Miami? Because if you lived in Miami, you would know that none of them houses down there got basements. So I already knew that was wrong. And it would have made sense maybe if he was more inland or something like that, but you was on Star Island. You surround, that's like basically a moat. You know what I'm saying? A big ass, little ass, big ass island. If you built a motherfucking, what's the name there, you would, how can I say it? You would, what's the word I'm looking for? You would fuck up the integrity of the fucking building. You would fuck up the integrity of the island. The island, if you dug down and you dug a basement in any of those compounds or whatever, you're going to hit water. You understand? So it didn't make any sense to me for one. So I was just like, oh, okay, sure, bro. Whatever you say. That's what they did to you, huh? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just got to let that shit float the way it is, because niggas be lying for anything nowadays. These YouTubers is lying now, and they taking dollar upon dollar from you. I say this, man. I hope Gloria and her husband do something. There's a lot of these lawsuits that are going to be presented in front of courts about Diddy or whatever, and they're going to get tossed more and more. You've seen Sarah's shit and got tossed. A couple other people's shit got tossed. It'll be reduced down to a lot more before all said and done. You understand? And rightfully so. I hope Gloria Estefan and her husband do sue that motherfucker. It should be. You know what I'm saying? You can't be around here making up lies on people just to get a payday, because that's the way you feel I'm cashing out by you grabbing somebody else's money that worked hard for their money. That's the most punk ass shit I've ever seen in my life. And the people that support that type of shit, they'll do the same thing. They'll do the same thing. They'll do the exact same thing. Trust me when I tell you that. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back with you. All right, I'm back. Somebody told me that what's the name was slagging a little bit, so I wanted to make sure that shit. Is that a little bit clearer, y'all? Still moving a little bit better? All right, cool. I want to read this for y'all, for the people remaining. I had a good turnout today. I started at the right time. Appreciate everybody tuning in with me, rocking out with me. Shout out to the people that didn't donate with your cheap asses. It's all good, though. Okay. Oh, my babies hit me up. Left me love emojis. I be having some badass shit. That's my other homegirl right there too. That's what's up. Chicks I talk to as friends or whatever. I got one of my friends. I ain't gonna say it on here. Never mind. How many people left up in here? Yeah, we can continue that. So I wanted to read something that Ray J had to say about Diddy, and I thought was interesting. I know Ray J out of all people, right? But I wanted to read this because it kind of makes sense. Rapper Ray Norwood Jr., a.k.a. Ray J, shared his thoughts about Sean Diddy Combs during his recent live stream. As seen in a video circulated by various media outlets, he said that he was terrified by the trial, according to Hollywood Unlocked, that motherfucker. Anyway, the Diddy shit is just, it haunts me because it's like, you know what I mean? Like now, we now know what this nigga do, and now we in his private business. It doesn't stop niggas from waking up in the morning and being on time for work and getting shit done. That's what he said. He said Diddy didn't teach people about freak out parties, but other aspects of working in the business and representing the culture. However, Ray J said that Combs did something bad, which wasn't right, Ray J added. At the end of the day, y'all, it's crazy. Nigga is asking people like what they gonna do in their private time, bro. When like I was telling the homies, when you close the door, ain't nothing telling what niggas is doing. I guarantee you this nigga was going home, closing the door, turning on the TV, bending over and letting the dog lick his ass all night. That part I don't agree with. I didn't read that part. I just read the top part. My fault. All right, so fuck Ray J then. Anyway, the rapper said a person's private affairs are nobody's business, as he feels, okay, all right, one could be shot, take that back then. He was shot by what others do with inside closed door. However, he felt a person's private life must be kept separate from their work. Ray J also said the people are asking about their sexual orientation has nothing to do with them. He said he would prefer people to ask him about his academic qualifications. When Ray J, and that's once again promoted by black women. Ray J had shown support to Combs when a later trial was underway. Speaking to Piers Morgan in May 2025, he said he believed it would move more quickly than expected. He felt people were starting to understand the situation. Although he didn't like it, he wanted to openly share his thoughts, the rapper added. I honestly think Diddy will get out. I think. There's nothing there. There's nothing here, he claimed. I think they made their point wherever they were trying to make. Your point is made. Now let Diddy out. Free Diddy. He explained that people had never used the term when talking about Combs' parties. He said those parties were only for top celebrities without the right invite. And without the right invite, it was impossible for you to get in. Ray J added he never heard of these so-called secret doors or got an invitation. Since he enjoyed parties, he felt he would have been invited for real. He went on. I feel for him. You know what I mean? I'm actually worried about him in this state now because it is a dangerous world. We're just seeing a lot of things unfold and power being portrayed, and it's a circus act. Ray J also added that he felt that he was already too many stories coming out. He thought that the details were strange and should have stayed private, and he felt the situation was getting worse and more uncomfortable. That's what Ray J had to say. Then I wanted to read this little point right here because Cassie is shown back up in the media. It's Cassie, everybody. Cassie Ventura's healing journey continues. Her healing journey? You mean a healing journey for this right here? Hey, Punisher, what are you doing? Can you come and bang me out again? And bring your friend. That's the chick we talk about, her healing journey. Get the fuck out of here. Cassie Ventura's healing journey continues. You mean a bitch that got $30 million, her healing journey? The way they write this shit is so fucking corny. They're only writing it like this because she's with a white man. It was a black man. They feel it was the aggressor. Anyway, this woman is not white, okay? Cassie Ventura's healing journey continues as she settles into life as a mom with 3 children after sucking dick. No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. My fault. I'm gonna get serious. Cassie Ventura's healing journey continues as she settles into life of a mom of 3 with her husband, Alex Fine, after ex-Sean Diddy Combs. You notice how they worded that, right? That was real slick. Cassie Ventura's healing journey, meaning that Alex Fine is part of her healing journey. That nigga sitting back right now, he like, man, if this bitch ain't get that $30 million, dog, I would have been about this motherfucker. Fuck them kids. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you better go get that money. Because he don't look like he doing shit with his life. Hey, Alex, how you getting jobs nowadays? How's that going? Tell us how that goes in a couple of months. That bitch taking care of you, boy. I'll be on here all the time talking about niggas that live with their bitch. Technically, Cassie's husband, you live with your bitch. Cassie Ventura's healing journey continues as she settles into a life of mom of three with her husband Alex Pine after her ex, Sean Diddy Combs, was acquitted on the most serious of charges against him. The singer gave birth to her third child and first son with husband Alex Fine on May 27, only 11 days after wrapping up her testimony in a sex trafficking trial of a decade. While her attorney spoke on her behalf after Combs was acquitted, and the jury, most serious charges against him were found guilty of transportation of blah, 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 blah. Returned to social media the first time April. Where's the new shit with this bitch? Okay, this is a recap. I thought this was some shit. It's just more. Okay, here it is. Yeah, you know what? This shit ain't even worth reading. It is giving a recap of this bitch and her sorrow story. I don't want to hear that bitch's sob story no more. Bitch, you was out here sucking dick. Fuck out of here. I'm saying, like, I'm sorry, man. Like, listen, the stories of strippers and told. Can we just keep it real? That was her. You know what I'm saying? And we sitting up here pretending like this was some good girl. You know what I'm saying? That shit just gets on my nerves when niggas be sitting up here pretending, oh, she was a great woman. No, she wasn't. She was busting down, dog. And she wasn't busting down because she had to. She was busting down because she wanted to. And y'all heard that in the testimony. It's just like niggas want to ignore parts of some testimony because it makes her look guilty in favor of looking at other parts of testimony because it makes Puff look guilty. And that shit is just Chuck, bro. Like in niggas is doing that, y'all corny as hell, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know the ones of y'all doing it, and it's gonna be some repercussions for that. It's out of my hands now. It's funny because niggas was talking about it the other night. You know what I'm saying? Don't blame me either. I ain't had nothing to do with it. Only thing I did, niggas saw what it was. I verified that, yeah, that's what's going on, like for the most part. And I mean, how you gonna argue with me? Because you was wrong in the end. You know what I'm saying? For those that make you concerned. But yeah, it's out of my hands now. When I told somebody else that before, and they ain't believe me, and they saw what happened. You know what I'm saying? It's out of my hands. It's not nothing I have control over anymore. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? And before I could have helped you, I really could have. That niggas is angry and shit. I was like, yo, okay, well, let me step over here to the player section. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Let me step over here to the player section. You know what I'm saying? To let that shit be known. I say like this, man. I don't care what's going on with Cassie. Cassie, go ahead and have yourself a great time. Have a good life. Whatever. Raise your little, your half-white babies and do what you're going to do. Everybody looks at you in a better regard now because you're with a white man and you've been able to acknowledge yourself and redeem yourself. And it's almost like going to get your vajay rejuvenated. Snap that pussy back. It's almost like you went out here and got your vajay rejuvenated. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, shout out to Cassie. Good luck to her, man. I don't think she's going to have a hard time with $30 million of money that she really... Well, she did earn on her knees. Oh, my fault. No, I ain't mean to say that. I swear to God, I ain't mean to say that. But she earned that bread. You know what I'm saying? So, let her have a bread pump. You should just gave the bitch the money up front. You wouldn't be going through none of this. You spend more money on that hoe than you did on the motherfucking team, nigga. I can't let that go. That's still our nigga, though. Anyway, that is my time, y'all. Last little 8 minutes here. I've been doing a 4-hour live. Once I don't get no support or donations, we kind of quit it and hang it up. So I appreciate everybody that's been rocking with me or whatever. Y'all have a good afternoon. I'm going to get out here and do my thing. I don't believe I got enough donations and shit like that to really carry y'all where I'm going tonight. So y'all gonna miss out on that tonight. Y'all don't get that for free. Fuck that. For real. I gave y'all designer the other night. Now one nigga donated, just sat there and looked at the screen. And they seen the cash app sitting up there and all that, you dig? So yeah, we can't be fucking with niggas like that. Niggas don't want to hit the like button. I should have like 300, 400 likes in this bitch right now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's funny style shit like that I just don't fuck with. I got white folks up in here watching me that don't like niggas, but let's see what that nigga talking about. I got black women in here that's watching me that don't like niggas. I got black men in here that's watching me that don't like niggas or jealous. So it's like, you can't win with this YouTube shit. So for some of y'all that watch me, many of y'all know I started a new page. I'm somewhere else now. You know what I'm saying? You can look for it all you want to. Ain't gonna be under the same name here. So, but we started a new page. I actually streamed over there last night for the people that was over there with me. Shout out to y'all. But we gonna leave this YouTube shit alone. This shit is corny now. The people here are corny. You're only going to get support here financially if you're a woman. And this other app I'm seeing it's female friendly. Thank God. You know what I'm saying? They see past that bullshit. You're not gonna do what you do on TikTok and all that shit over there. So I'm thank God for that. But yeah, I thought the best thing for me to do was to start over. I don't have if you understand, I'm not complaining or bitching or whatever. I appreciate Diane, she donated. Shanti, he donated, and another woman donated $5. So I appreciate all y'all. But the problem is now the algorithm has changed up. We're getting pushed out to strangers, and strangers just have a little bit more empathy for Black American women, and especially they'll have even more empathy for them now, to being the 318,000 of them got laid off last month. And I'm not talking about good Black American women, I'm talking about terrible ones. Bitches that sit around and gossip all goddamn day long. Bitches that keep shit going on in the community all goddamn day long. They support these bitches because they're used to that and they think it's cute. They've normalized the abnormal, in other words. And so it finds me at a little tickle because I'm like, well, you know, I don't talk about shit like that. I don't gossip about people. I just talk about the story, how it is. I don't have to add no chuck to it. I can be a little humorous if I want to, whatever. That's not good enough for these people here, because what they do is and I'm not bashing on nobody, I'm just telling you how it is. This culture, Black American culture, has basically subjugated itself to being female based. So basically they only support things that females support. Especially with this Diddy shit now, you got Black men out here talking about, oh, that nigga bad. He's terrible. That's right, girl. You know, you got niggas out here like that. So you got to be real careful when you talking to these people or whatever, because they're very sensitive and they're very edgy when it comes to certain shit. So, you know, it is what it is. I appreciate the people that did home in on me or whatever. Who's this dude? LJ3 Music? Nah, you can get the fuck up out of here. I don't fuck with you, nigga. And get this bitch up out of here. Donald Donaldson, don't I know you? You better say something real quick. I don't know that other nigga. But Donna Donaldson, don't I know you? You been here before, right? You better say something real quick. Say something to me, mom. Donna Donaldson, going twice. You been here before, right? Donna Donaldson, I'm going to say one more time. Maybe she checked out. I'm going to see if she come back again. She don't come back again because her message got retracted. I'm trying to see what she said. Let me see what she said. I can't see it. It got retracted. I don't know what she wrote. She wrote something. I don't know what she wrote, but she wrote something. I'd like to know what she wrote, though. Anyway. I'm going to get up out of here, guys. That part of the situation is over. I ask one thing and one thing only. If you are not a person that supports men of color, please unsubscribe from my channel. I see there's almost 1,000 of you that subscribed to me this month, and most of you are worthless. So if you are not a person that financially support people, please unsubscribe from my channel. This ain't the place for you. I don't want you here. That's what I'm saying. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people to like better than you. So, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody, but please unsubscribe from my channel. If you do not plan on donating, please do not come back here if you don't plan on donating. Please do not utilize any of my words or anything else if you don't plan on donating, because I just don't fuck with people like that. Now, some people, they'll sit around and pretend with you, and they'll be like, oh, it's okay, it's all right, you know, you're a great guy, and a year go by, they ain't donated $5. I ain't got time for that shit. I've been here for 5 years. I know how to spot these niggas out, and this is the best way to deal with it. If you ain't donating or plan on supporting in the future, stay the fuck off my channel. Please unsubscribe, or I will find you and unsubscribe you in YouTube Studio. And I know the names to look for. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know, we get a bi-weekly report on YouTube, and your pictures and your faces are there. So while you think you're hiding in anonymity, I know exactly who the fuck you are. So shout out to all the sneaky motherfuckers, the 41 of you. I was getting lower and lower, so I'm starting to get these niggas out of here. Shout out to all y'all that's in here like voyeurs. You understand what I'm saying? That don't want to say nothing in the chat room. Shout out to all y'all. I'm going to find out who you are, though. I'm going to find out who you are. Anyway, guys, make sure y'all double tap the screen, hit the like button for the real ones. Make sure you hit the Cash App, Venmo, PayPal for all the people that did donate. I appreciate all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Donald Donaldson to be continued. Gander and Flight, peace to you. Love you, peace to you. Glad you came over. Currency Cam, we'll see about that. Who else is here? Lonnie Rogers III. Make sure you hit up the Cash App next time. John Smith, peace. Winston Lager, peace. Ali Alexander, what's up? Henderson Gibson, what's up? Hollywood Rising, peace. Larry Bishop, peace. John Brown, John Smith. Who else in? James, my bad. Yeah, peace, James. You good? I'll see you next time. Love you again. Crying Daniels, thank you for that donation. Diana Haldeman, definitely thank you for that donation. She over 60, she said. And that's it. That's everybody. Just multiple, what's the names of them or whatever. I probably won't be live. I was going to stream for where I was going, but I ain't doing that twice. Y'all missed out tonight too, man. I'm trying to tell you. Y'all really missed out tonight. So it's all good. Like I said, last time I said that Thursday, I had design on here. If y'all would have seen the nigga that was going to be on here tonight, it would have blew y'all mind. But I guess you'll never know, will you?